It's like
It's weird. It's a bar called Steel Rod that I keep getting.
Steel Rod. That's the name of the bar. This nigga going to a spot named Ro. He hanging out at a spot named Steel Rod, and he's wondering why niggas is grabbing his ass. You had the Steel Rod, nigga. What you talking about?
No, Rory and Ma.
I love my wife. I love my wife.
this is the first single, right?
Let's go ride a bike with my wife.
Let's go. You and I should go ride a bike with my wife.
Beach and play with the beach ball. Praise Jesus God and my wife.
Praise Jesus God and my wife. I like that.
Imagine throwing your whole career away over that.
Over what?
I've never seen a meme
Yeah.
or a video really kill a whole album. I'm not playing it safe here. That album is not as bad as people make it out to be.
Which one?
The one everyone killed. The one about his wife.
Name 2 songs.
Oh, I couldn't name any. I don't even know the name of the album.
Yeah,
I listened to it once and I was like, this isn't as bad as people thought it was.
All right, but when the last time you played that album?
I listened to it one time in my entire life.
It's
All right,
funny.
so then that means it was
The
bad.
Big Day, right?
That means it was
not-
bad.
that's
If
not
you listen
true.
to an album
I'm
once
not
in
the-
your life, that means that album's bad.
I'm
No,
not
it
the
does not
deciding
be for
factor
you.
of all fucking music.
I didn't say you were, but if you and 800,000 people say the same shit,
Those aren't even prescriptions, so I don't want to hear from you today.
yes, they are. Look, hating. White boys, always hating.
White boys.
Yeah.
Maul got a court date after
Ma,
this.
you look really good in your glasses.
Thank you, Damaris. See, us black people got to stick together in a room full of white hatred. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
That's
it's
right.
important that we give each other compliments and uplift each other
That's right.
during our most trying and troubling times.
Oh, with those glasses and my comb over, we look like we're in court right now. I look like your court appointed
look
lawyer
like,
that is
no,
going
you
to
look
put
like
you
you're
away
trying
for
to
life.
prosecute me. You look like you're trying to send me under the jail. Like, that's what you look. You trying to bring me up with charges and I wasn't even there.
I'm going to use your rap lyrics too.
As you should. We don't talk about that. I'm down
Yeah.
with using rap lyrics in the court.
You niggas be telling.
Yeah. Everything's content, remember? Content.
Well, okay. Well,
There's some things I keep to myself. I've always agreed with what Maul said, but I never wanted to say it out loud.
What? Using
If-
lyrics?
I think there's a gray area. Like you shouldn't be able to just use any old rap lyric in the court system.
No.
But if they're vividly describing the thing they're arrested for, like down to the detail,
Yeah.
and the video also matches the crime they committed,
Yeah.
I feel like maybe that should be allowed in court.
Because what's the difference between using that and using a wiretap?
It just opens up the
One is just on,
floodgates
one
to
is just on a
any
beat.
lyrics
One is just on a beat. That's all. Like, that's all it is. One is just on a beat. If you tap my phone and I'm talking about this crime, and you hear me saying the things that I would say in a verse, you're gonna use that wiretap in a court of law. So why not use a record?
They're just treating every song like Nas The Message, where he just like told this vivid story he made up. No, these kids are like actually rapping about the crime. Like, yeah, it's evidence.
You get paid for murder now.
Mm.
Do you?
Pay for,
I mean, it's always right.
you know how much these little drill artists is
Prostitution
making
and
from
murder,
their
right?
videos and shit on YouTube?
Oh, I thought you meant once they get caught, it's kind of clipped.
No. I'm talking.
No, the
about,
labels get paid then.
Yeah, that's when the labels.
Yeah.
make,
That's right.
That's
why
when
the back catalog
the
is so
streams start
expensive.
spiking after
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Well, anyways, Chance. Yes.
Condolences.
Condolences.
Is
why?
it condolences though?
He might be happy.
I don't know. I've never met a divorced person that was like upset. Divorce is tough, but like they want to split typically.
Well, do we know who asked for the divorce?
They're doing the mutual. They're saying it's mutual.
Okay.
This was their official statement from both of them, by the way.
I like
Okay.
Chance a lot. I just don't. I have to be honest here. Don't ask for privacy after you put out a public statement.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah,
Please
'cause-
respect our
'cause if they
privacy.
did-
Right? No one would have known about this had you guys
Exactly.
not told
that's
us.
that's a lie. Everyone would have eventually known about it because they're going to be public record court documents that are going to come out about this.
Who's looking into that shit?
People shit get found out all the time.
1090 Jake is going to go look into the Chance divorce. Like,
If y'all think it wasn't going to get leaked that Chance was divorced, or he could be seen with somebody, she could be seen with somebody, like eventually it's going to come out. So yes, we're putting it out on our own terms.
Okay.
We want our own privacy.
I would kind of be on the side of if when people find out, then I'd put this out. Until then, like no one needs to know.
I'm sure that
you got to let people know that you're getting a divorce.
But what are you getting ahead of? It's not like it seems like there wasn't some crazy fucking thing that we're gonna learn
No,
about.
it's just the fact of, again, they will be seen without each other. If Chance is out with another woman, a girlfriend, just to avoid all of that going viral and the wife having to see it when they're already separated. It's like, listen, we're divorced, we're no longer together. So which means, in layman's terms, if you see any one of us out with somebody else,
okay,
Don't
if
ask
there's
me
nothing to
nobody else
report.
to be with.
There's nothing to report. There's no pictures to take. There's
I
no
guess you're
fucking.
right.
I don't know.
There's
I
no
think
mentions to
Rory's
Floyd.
projecting his approach because Amara was born before the album.
Yeah.
But no one knew until
Amara
the album.
is my 3 hat, more or less.
Yes.
It's just something I exploit
Like, we
to make
knew
money off
Amara,
of.
and Amara was around us because we're close with Rory, and Rory brought her to shows and certain things like that. Like, but it never became a thing until the album, until it was ready to become a thing.
Amara been a thing.
I mean,
Amara was a
I'm
thing.
nowhere near as famous as Chance. It was funny though, like when I was out with Amara and would run into like fans or listeners or whatever, and they'd be like, "That's clearly your kid, bro. You a fucking kid?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, you never.
I can see how people thought that was a little strange though, because we talk every fucking other day, like.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't talk about that. I understood how people was.
I hated not talking about it.
Like, what was that? But I understand. I understand what you were doing as well too, though.
I totally get why people would find it weird without any context or anything.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was something I was getting adjusted to, and because we talk every fucking day, it was something I wanted to really get used to before I started talking about it.
Yeah,
like just coming out the gate, like just had a kid yesterday, and now we have to pod that way.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That's a lot.
Yeah, Roy made us all sign NDAs.
What did the NDA say?
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
Shade room, but they ain't care.
Shade room.
That's your fault.
You follow Shade room?
Red. It said scene.
Yeah, how you devalue my brand off a DM?
Scene. We good.
There goes all my value for Shade Room. I see everyone talking about Chance ruined his career with that Wife album just to be divorced. It's funny, but
so do we think him dancing in I don't know where this was at. Like him dancing at the Carnival.
Trinidad, maybe? I don't know exactly where this was. Oh no, Yomi said it was in Ghana, right?
This was just Carnival.
Oh, you were out reaching out to Shade Room. You got the other videos? Okay.
But yeah, that probably was the beginning of the end right there.
You think him getting like dancing with a girl ended their marriage?
We talked about this, bro. You can't, if you got a video and that was your girl and fucking, I don't know, some other artist and you see that video and you're nowhere near like what's going on. You're not aware until you see that video. You would have an issue with that.
Of course, but I believe in double standards and I have a bit of misogyny in my DNA. This is supposed to be Carnival. This is part of it. He was just there enjoying the culture.
Yeah.
Have you guys, you've been on Eastern Parkway.
Yeah, I've been to Carnival for real. Yeah.
So if you go to go to Carnival, it's even crazier.
Yeah,
it's the norm. Even respectfully, Nikki was dancing with somebody when she went down to Trinidad for Carnival. Like that's part of the culture and the celebration.
Yeah, but my girl, that part of the culture, my wife ain't doing. My wife can't be bent over and less than a bikini with beads all around her and some random dude just behind her gyrating. Like I love the culture, but we don't love it that much. My wife can't do that.
So it's also not your culture.
Whose culture?
That's not your culture.
How? That's not my culture.
You're Caribbean?
My father's born and raised in St. Thomas.
Okay. But do you like participate in that culture? Because you can.
I just said I've really been to Carnival for real.
Oh, volume 1. It makes sense now.
Rory, what?
Oh, wow. So many things just connected in my head.
Go ahead, Rory.
No, I just because you guys know I'm a Rockefeller nerd.
No,
now I see why they chose St. Thomas. It never made sense that I like St. Thomas. Don't get me wrong, it's a great spot. Now it makes sense why that island was picked.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's your family and Tim Duncan.
Pretty much.
Wikipedia page.
From the Virgin Islands, yeah, pretty much.
There was a guy, a statistician, that put out numbers of how many times Chance referenced his wife on the big day. My point is, with the album and everything, like, how does he move forward? Well, what do you guys think is next for him? What is he going to do? He's obviously doing well. He's good.
How much does his content change after this?
That's what I'm saying. Like, does he go back to smoking cigs and taking acid?
Oh, he's never stopped smoking cigs.
Well, yeah. Does he go back to like publicly doing drugs and stop talking about God and Obama? Like, what's his move?
Well, I don't think he was just liked God because he was with his wife.
I would hope not.
Like, I don't think.
I hope he had a relationship with God before that.
And he was talking about God well before that relationship. And let's not act like Chance was doing like hardcore fucking gangster stripper records before his wife.
Acid rap.
Acid rap.
Why do you want him to go back to drugs?
Because it makes good music.
Yeah, but he has a family now.
He has raised daughters.
Even the content
on acid, I don't recommend
co-parenting.
Like I don't
she could hold him for the weekend
on acid.
Yeah, I don't think that's a really good parenting.
No. They'll be with her for the weekend.
Yeah, but that's just not a good idea.
He wrote 10 days in 10 days. Yeah, that's the whole impetus of that mixtape.
But he also
take 10 days, do acid.
Before his wife was saying he was in LA living an awful life and then moved back to Chicago. This was before the I love my wife, God is God, Rev Run time that he was putting out.
You know what?
See that in that.
So he changed before his wife. So I don't think we're gonna get a bunch of new. We may get different content of being a single father and like learning how to fuck bitches again, which I think is great content in my opinion. So Chance is what? Almost 30, right?
Chance is older than 30.
He's
younger than me. I'm only 33.
36.
No, he's not.
Chance is younger than me.
He's young.
Oh
he's
my
30.
God,
30 years old.
Yeah.
He looks older.
His birthday's
than
in a couple. Birthday coming up. Come on, Chance.
Yeah,
he knew what he was doing.
31.
Come on, go back to Jamaica. Take some acid.
I think a lot of his fan base could probably relate to that struggle of like being freshly single in your 30s. That'll be good content. Chance is a good rapper. And even though I didn't go back to the big day,
that should be his new name.
Chance is a good rapper.
Chance is a good rapper.
Y'all don't listen to Chance.
That's
admittedly,
not true.
You listen to his album one time.
Yeah, but all his music before that still is on repeat.
No, Coloring Book,
the Donnie
Acid
Trumpet
Rap,
shit is one of my favorite albums, period.
It's a great album.
I'm not saying he don't make good music, but y'all are not Chance fans. Like
I still am a fan. His last effort is garbage. I'm a fan of Chance though. Like I like his music. Big Day's awful. He would say it's awful.
Twitter didn't do that. Would you guys really think the Big Days is bad?
It's fucking bad. I remember, I'm not a Twitter guy. I listened to that like in my room. I was like, this sucks. Hot Shower was the single. I was like, there's no way this is a real
Should have taken a hot shower. You were in the house already?
There's no way this is a real.
You missed it. You missed your opportunity.
Yeah.
Ever take a hot shower?
Ever take a hot shower again.
This album was so bad, it broke him and his manager up. They don't fuck with each other.
That's a bad album.
He got sued.
Yo, when you look at your manager, like, yo, why you let me put that out?
When you don't want 20% no
more,
more,
like, why you let me put that shit out?
They had a lawsuit over how bad this album was. Like, this thing, it didn't ruin his career, but it's by far the biggest miss of his career.
Nas survived Nostradamus. Like, it's still Chance the rapper at the end of the day.
Illmatic.
I don't know where you was trying to take us with that just now.
That rappers have bad albums.
You said Chance better than Nas?
But using Nas.
I'm saying Chance is Nas.
No, rappers have...
Nas the rapper?
Nas, take a chance.
Nas the Escobar.
No, listen, rappers do have albums that are like, wasn't so good, but I just don't think that... I don't know where Chance goes from here as far as musically, like what his inspiration is, what his sound is. He can't change it too drastically though.
I think he's in a perfect...
that looks fake.
He's in a perfect position.
Same too drastically either.
He took a lot of time off after the big day or the worst day.
2016, by the way, was when... sorry, that was Coloring Book.
The next thing, and not to say it's all a rollout, but next thing we know, Chance is back in the news with a divorce. Everyone was upset about him just talking about his wife on the last project. I think the anticipation actually is forming now for Chance. Small, but I think it's starting.
I think he goes full gospel.
He did that already.
No, but I mean, like he's going to lean into the gospel though. Like he's going to go gospel.
I don't think so. I think that time came and went. I actually think Ye may have killed that for him. Because when he was working with Kanye heavy was when Kanye was going back into the Christian shit and Chance was writing a lot of that stuff. And I think the Big Day has a lot of that elements in it that you guys dislike because you guys hate Jesus. That's really the problem. He rose on Sunday. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I use my
don't make me give you the pulverized bar.
Wow, no one just heard what Damaris just said.
I heard it. I tried to ignore.
That was a bar.
This could be the turn for Chance that's needed. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
the same reason we disliked the last one. He's divorced, new content. The stain has kind of wore off, no?
It's been 5 years.
It's been a long fucking time.
But Rory, it's not only has it been 5 years, it's been 5 years and no one's checking on him. No one wants new music from Chance.
We sat with him at BET. He's been directing a lot of stuff. He's been in a different world and being successful in it.
So on music.
Yes, thank you. Because he's a coach on The Voice.
Yeah,
he's a mainstay.
I don't think Chance, he's in that space where, and this is crazy because he's only 30, but he's in that space where I think people really don't even care if he puts out more music. I think Chance is a creative though, so I think he will do other things creatively. But I don't think that people are like, damn, we need the new Chance album. Now it'd be dope to see Chance, directing, writing, doing other things, but I don't think people are waiting for the next Chance album. I don't believe. I mean, I'm sure some of his fan base is
he has
a new project, but
even with the
I don't think people will be
Twitter
upset.
Sigma, he has a huge fan base that is awaiting
for sure.
a new project. And with the amount of time that's passed, plus this divorce announcement, if Chance comes out with a record, all will be forgiven. That stain will be gone instantly.
He's sort of like a
That's actually the beauty of this era when you feel like things come and go so quick. Yeah, your bullshit can come and go very quick as well. You can get a new restart pretty quickly.
Because look at Childish Gambino.
Mm-hmm.
When is the last time he gave us an album?
Oh, when was that album?
I thought it was the one that never ended up on streaming. A listener corrected me and said it did end up back on streaming.
But Childish is like,
and it was a great project.
He didn't
promote it.
He gives us like dope records, but then he'll put out another season of ATL. Of Atlanta, I mean.
Yeah.
It's like he's doing, like he'll drop some music, but you could tell that's not where he's.
But that was, I mean, Donald Glover, that was always kind of his side thing up until because of the internet, was his music. That was a side gig. He was in Community, he was writing for 30 Rock, like he was doing stand-up. That was always a side gig for him.
2020 was that album, by the way.
Whereas Chance has always been a rapper, no pun intended.
Yeah, I think he more so should follow this Donald Glover blueprint. Do other things creatively. Give us a record every now and then. That's dope. But I don't think that he should focus solely on just putting out an album anytime soon.
Of course, 2016 was a very long time ago. But are we forgetting what Coloring Book did? Are we just going to erase Chance's?
No, but
we know he could give a record. No problem with Wayne and 2 Chainz played everywhere. You didn't need to be a nerd like me to enjoy Chance the Rapper. Like, he can make real singles, too.
For sure.
They did that on Ellen. Remember that?
Performed it?
That was a good performance. They had the paper flying everywhere, dancers and shit. I was living in Chicago at that time. Chance was the biggest thing in that city. And he was outside. I saw him everywhere.
He just,
Well, when was that?
This was 2016. Like, I know.
I mean, it's a lot has changed.
Okay, he just did, I think it was the Coloring Book 5-year anniversary.
Yeah, he's doing shows.
He did the Barclays Center, sold it out.
He did an acid rap tour too.
I'm very aware Chance has a huge following. I'm just saying
acid rap rather. Sorry.
He did acid rap at the Barclays. This is like,
but if there's that big of a stain, I still don't even think you can do that with.
Not so much a stain. I just don't think. I think sometimes people just like people for the creative that they are. If they get music, cool, but I don't think people are sitting around, or at least I don't see it online. I don't see people calling for a new Chance album.
Mm-hmm.
So
how would you do your divorce announcement?
Delete your money bag comment.
Change. Yeah, right.
And do you think they went through edits for like the creative? Like with sending something to Peach, like sometimes you have some notes or whatever. Like, how do you think they landed on that color scheme or like little noisy background? Like add some flares to
paper mache. It looks like mache. That's definitely paper mache.
Papyrus.
Is that recycled paper? Papyrus.
They probably did that on an app.
Announcing your divorce on a piece of papyrus.
Maybe there's meaning. And wait, is that on his story? Not even on his. He didn't even put it on a feed page.
Yeah, you got 24 hours to see it. If not, you don't know I'm divorced in 24 hours, then fuck it. It is what it is.
That's fucked up.
It's crazy that this is shit that like celebrities have to do now.
But this would never really have the legs it did if it wasn't for that album being about his wife.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee you people wouldn't even.
Of course, this adds to people that already think the album.
Yeah, but that's what made the album so bad.
Yeah, so they're like, look, the album's terrible, and your divorce is over with. I mean, your marriage is over.
I don't really know the statistics, and this was a real thought I had. I remember when Chance like got married. Not that like we're friends or anything, but it was a thing that was online.
Let's just be real.
And I remember going, damn, I get the God shit, but he's
how long has he been
fucking
married?
Young and famous right now.
How long has he been married?
6 years?
Getting married
2015 or somewhere around there.
Getting married at 22, 23.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, come on, fam.
They started dating after reuniting a decade later in 2013. The couple began dating, and they eventually tied the knot in 2019.
Oh, so
okay.
So wasn't 5 years.
But they were together for a while. I remember he was rapping over the Monica shit about her. Like, they were a public item for quite some time.
Yeah.
It's tough,
which is great. Let love win.
It's tough for couples to stay together these days, man. It's tough. You got so many things pulling at you, and your attention is pulled in so many different ways.
10-year relationship.
They were together 10 years?
Dating for 5, married for 5.
Dating for 5, married for 5.
Yeah.
It's a good run.
They got married the first year they were dating?
No,
Dating
they
for
dated for 5 years, then they got married. and they were
Oh, I
married
thought
for
you
5
meant like
years.
No.
they dated and got married. They were dated and married 5 years. Must be like, how's that?
I don't think that that's a bad run, especially when you meet somebody. So he met her at what, 20? Or like they started dating again at 20. I don't think that that's a bad
That's
run.
awful.
That's awful.
I'm just
Getting
saying, you
married?
just give away your whole 20s like that, especially
that's tough.
when you're Chance. You just put out like a #1 album. Like he was on top of the world, fucking
When you
blowing trumpet and singing with the Obamas at the White House.
Give away your 20s. What do you mean by that? What did he give away? His ability to fuck other women?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, that's one part of it, but being able to experience the world sometimes is easier when you are single and are freer.
Yeah. Daughters are a blessing. I get all that. That's awesome. Congrats. You have kids. That's beautiful. Just living a free life in the decade of your 20s. Can't trade that for anything.
I respect people that do that and make it work. And if that's something they want to do, who am I to judge at all? But outside looking in this era, yeah, I think it's a huge risk to take. I think it's a huge risk to get married in your 30s in this generation.
In this generation, because it was very common to be married in your 20s.
Way different before. Different mind state, different access.
Yeah, that was different. But again, what changed? Access. The access you have to people, the access you have to information, the access you have to all kind of shit, the access we have to spending our money as quickly as we do. Like access changed. And then temptations. You see naked people all the time. You open your phone, even if you don't want to see it. It's in your phone.
And just access to experiences, like outside of the obvious, which is fucking other women. Like that.
Well, just the temptation, even not the act of it, just the temptation of it, just seeing it, just having it so readily available.
But the way we used to joke, like, damn, how are all these 20-year-old girls affording to go to Turks? And be like, oh, we know how. More access. But even women that are not being flown out by athletes or whatever, I see young girls just because it's easier to travel and get around these days where you can experience, they can go live in fucking Europe. There's apps now that could budget exactly where to stay, what to do. Like, it doesn't have to be ho shit. It's just so much easier to experience the world now than it ever was before. Settling down in a marriage, yeah, I pray for anyone that tries to do it.
It's tough.
They got engaged on the 4th of July in 2018. You think they look at America the same?
How does your brain work?
Well, it's the 4th of July. Well, think about it. It's America's Independence Day. They have their independence back. Maybe they're taking back America.
I'm going to pray for you.
Chance is big America Day.
Why waste your prayers?
You're going to need it.
That's a waste of prayer.
God, return to sender on that one.
Y'all got better shit to do. I ain't going to lie.
You wasted a stamp.
Yeah, you wasted a stamp to Jesus, man.
Well, prayers for them. I don't want to joke on anyone's demise of a relationship, but as Louis C.K. says, I mean, there's never been a marriage that ended in divorce that wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, don't treat it like a puppy died. Like, oh my God. No, that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
If a good marriage ends in divorce, then you should have some tears. But, prayers to them.
I think good marriages end in widows.
That's true.
Like, that's when you should be
like
sad.
Death, like their partner dying.
Yeah.
Their soulmate just
getting
perishing. Yeah.
Killed.
That's usually how
just unexpectedly murdered.
Are you okay today?
I'm fine. I'm just saying, like,
He's having really dark thoughts.
Celebrate divorce. It's supposed to
I think you
happen.
should celebrate divorce, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I mean,
if two people want to get away from each
other. If it was a
other.
horrible marriage, yeah, should celebrate divorce. If it was a horrible marriage.
If it was a horrible marriage. I also think that people are getting divorced a little bit too easily now. It's kind of like it's like the vows don't mean shit anymore.
That don't mean nothing.
Vows? Oh,
vows, your vows.
You're not wrong, but that goes back to, I think, the pressure of the access of social media too, that you feel like, all right, we're 5 years in, you have to get married. If we're in this long of a relationship, I can't be showing myself to the world not as a married woman. So pressure gets put on at that point, rather than just seeing a relationship through to see what time actually makes sense for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I know family pressure is that way too. It's not just social media where your mother might be like, oh wow, 5 years now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Still no ring. That'll push you into divorce quicker if you do it prematurely. I don't know.
I owe Clay from Love Is Blind an apology because
he pressed you.
No. So it came out a lawyer had got she had got some info on the contracts of Love Is Blind. And contractually, on Love Is Blind, if you propose,
I saw this.
You almost have to go all the way to the altar, or else you owe the production company, like you're in like breach of a contract, because they get paid $1,000 each episode with a maximum, I guess, of $8,000 because it's 8 weeks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think once you get engaged, you almost have to go all the way to the altar. Like once you get to the altar, you can fucking be like, nah, I'm not doing this. But they have to have that footage. They have to be able to film that moment of y'all going to the altar, or you're in breach of a contract and may owe the production company some.
We briefly spoke about that. No, didn't we say like I feel like you have to do that regardless? Like we
but
call
now it's
sick,
like contractually, like
yeah.
But even with that, you could have done it better.
So Clay was just doing what he signed up for. So he's not that bad of a guy.
He's just a man of his word.
He's just a man of his word, honoring this contract that he signed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
because he technically didn't sign a contract with her yet.
No.
Had he went through with it, then they would have been in a contract.
But he could have gave.
So he just
her a
respects
heads up.
contracts.
He could have gave her a heads up way before they got to that aisle.
There were so many outs before that moment.
No, you could listen.
That's the best moment.
There was definitely some outs before that moment, but I feel like he may have just been honoring the contract that he signed.
They were doing a reality show.
It's a reality.
He's still sick. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no, for sure, sick Hall of Fame for sure. But we kind of killed him a little bit, and it's like he may have just been following his contract.
Okay. Did he send you the contract, or you just saw it?
No. It's a lawyer on Instagram, and she got hit. Like I guess she got a copy of the contract from the participants, and after her reading through it, she's like, "You almost have to go to the altar, or you can be in breach of contract and owe them money."
Now that you think about it, $1,000 an episode, and you have to have a lawyer review it, 5%. Yeah.
Someone
I'm not owing
me.
anybody.
I'm going all the way.
Because after taxes, what am I at? $3 grand? $1,500 if I make it 8 episodes?
Yeah, no, I'm going all the way.
Someone DM'd me and said if they do the altar scene, they get an extra $10,000 bonus.
See?
So that could be another incentive.
So Clay
he was really looking out for her then.
If he bust her half, then
either way, he's breaking her heart,
no, they
right?
each get 10.
So then he looked out for her.
Either way, breaking her heart. Either way, it's going to have to happen on camera. So whether they did it by the pool or at the altar, at least she's walking away with an extra 10 grand.
Yeah,
that's true.
Clay might be a hero now that I look at it. He might be a hero. He might be an American hero. Shout out to Clay, man.
What
did you watch the reunion?
Gauging off American heroes? Like where would you rank him in America?
Oh, it's Martin.
Like I'm talking about like a World War II vet.
Oh, it's Martin, Malcolm, and Clay.
Gosh,
yeah, that order right there.
That's the order right there.
What, man? He's honored a contract. Like now that we have information, like we can't, because I understand when that shit first aired, like the internet killed him. But now, it's like, yo, listen, contractually, he almost had
You
to
wouldn't
do it.
honor your fiance, just the contract.
Yeah, just the contract.
I mean, it's the contract.
Yeah. Contract is the contract.
I signed it.
Fiance, you don't have the contract.
That was a
marriage.
verbal promise. Yeah.
Exactly.
Since we're ranking things out of heartbreak, learning about Chance and his wife, Clay at the altar, or Gypsy Rose and her husband, where did that rank as far as heartbreaks to you? Like just finding out that love wasn't real.
When that Gypsy Rose, when we talked about it, we thought these two were related, first of all.
Wait, we still don't know if they...
Okay, well, I did.
We don't know if they aren't.
They look just alike.
This doesn't confirm yes or no.
Yeah, they look just alike. Somewhere down the line, these two are like cousins. Gotta be.
Gypsy Rose announces separation from husband Ryan Anderson. It was crazy. Last headlines were that Ryan was blowing her back out. And then we get right to this.
Ryan looks
Nothing
like
about this guy.
Love cannot win in this
we
era,
gotta
man.
just start doing. What about this guy right here? Ryan Anderson says blow backs out.
He looked like he could suck a piercing through a hole.
Suck a, excuse me?
Wow.
Suck a what through a hole?
Piercing?
No, he don't need it.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying that's what he
What gives
like.
him that vibe though?
Well,
I'm not judging you. I just want to know.
Why you need to know?
He looks like
I need to be able to recognize the eater. You don't.
Well, he clearly eats a lot.
No, he's clearly an eater. Like,
Yeah.
You know.
we got that part correct. He's clearly an eater.
He looks like Miss Doubtfire.
This poor guy. He didn't sign up for this, y'all. He's not a celebrity.
He signed up for this shit. Look who you married.
Contractually. Like, we don't know what contract Ryan Anderson is in. We got to start looking at the contract.
I mean, Gypsy came with a lot of baggage if you think about it though. Like the best I could do is blow your back out. I can't deal with that trauma.
Yeah.
Look at your ex. Look what I got to compete with. I'm not murdering your family for you.
Oh,
Ryan set himself up for like a bad time. She already got a new man?
Yeah.
She reconnected with her ex.
Y'all got Gypsy fucked.
She
They have matching tattoos. It's been a week.
Reconnected with her ex and already has matching tattoos.
And you know a bitch that got
Gypsy is a big hoe.
She got a wolf tattoo.
How is she a hoe?
See, that just lets you know that women never let go of their past.
Yo,
oh my lord.
They always got a nigga on deck. Like he in the wings waiting for you, waiting for some shit to go wrong with y'all. And he gonna be right there to scoop it.
Gypsy's the problem.
So you say.
No shit.
Can we look at the common denominator here? We already know she's batshit crazy because she comes from her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Manipulated her mentally ill ex-boyfriend to kill her mom, do her dirty work.
Mm-hmm.
She's not even 10 toes, getting someone else to do your dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Then snitches on him, gets out of jail. He's doing life.
True.
Gets with this guy, blowing her back out. We think she's loyal finally because everyone's clowning her on the internet. She gets on whatever Shade Room podcast and is like, nah, he throws the dick down. Week later, divorce.
Can we get that as a soundbite?
That was crazy.
Out of context, yeah. It's going to sound nuts.
He throws the dick down. What?
And now she's with an ex-Marine that probably wasn't in the Marines.
So they got on TikTok Live together and said...
She's with Mr. Stolen Valor, man.
They got on TikTok Live and said they're not hooking up.
They just have matching tattoos.
They just hang out and got matching tattoos.
Yeah.
A little tuft of hair on top of his head is bothering me. But I think y'all should let Gypsy rock.
The real ill people are the people attracted to her.
All right, so when there's
what the fuck?
when there's blood in the streets, let's come back here to just let Gypsy rock.
When there's blood in the street?
Yeah, let's lock this menace up before someone else dies.
To Gypsy?
Yes.
The person that killed her mother who was abusing her?
Well,
I'm sorry,
clipped.
she didn't kill her mother that was abusing her. Her ex-boyfriend did.
She manipulated her mentally ill boyfriend to do it. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
That's actually not a fact.
Yes, it is.
We already had this conversation. She did not manipulate him.
What did she
You
do?
don't manipulate a nigga who rapes your mother's corpse. He threatened to kill her.
He didn't
if
rape
she
the
didn't-
mother's corpse.
Yes, he did.
He got a little handsy, but I don't think...
With the corpse? That's sick.
Yo, I forgot which podcast.
Getting handy.
I'm trying to
Look,
make
he
sense.
was-
I'm trying to make sense. My bad.
Look, he was all in, but it took her to be like, nah, you guys, like she was his Phil Jackson. Like he
Without
had it
question.
in him.
She was the front office of the
He
entire...
had it in him, but she was like, run the offense.
And I think she even pulled up to the door with the knife
corpse.
and was like, nah, I can't do it. You got it.
That's none of that happened.
I watched the series. They would never lie.
Yeah, they wouldn't. That's true.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say to these people. Why are y'all like this?
Speaking of eaters, all right. I texted Damaris and Julian a late night text, a risky text that never got a reply to it, and I felt like kind of away for the past like 3 days. It was like 1 a.m. and I was finally watching Impeachment. Remember the people that did the O.J. Simpson show on FX?
Mm-hmm.
They did one about Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton. I'm late to the party, I know. But I feel like the Clintons suppressed the promotion of it because there's no way I learned about the Versace one and the OJ one and was at the edge of my seat. And then they also did one about Monica Lewinsky and no one fucking told me. So I was really young when that Monica Lewinsky shit happened. Of course, I was aware of it, but I was young. I didn't really know all the details of it. Like Bill really let his best eater go. Yeah. Monica was ready to risk it all for Bill. Most 10 toes bitch I've ever seen in my life. She was ready to, and Bill just let that go. Well, that's his biggest fault. I understand the Epstein Island flight logs are a thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that you would just let a loyal eater like that go is crazy to me. Why do we not support Monica more? That's the type of women I think need to be around.
I see what you're saying.
We gave Monica a lot of shit, and I don't think we should have.
But not for the president.
Especially for the... Are you not a patriot?
That's for real.
Yeah, but...
Fuck the Pledge of Allegiance.
You know Trump has 5 Lewinskys on speed dial.
Oh, he grabs him by the pussy. You know he got those. But I'm just saying, it's just that Monica Lewinsky thing was just a terrible... Well, I think if Bill would have kept it honest, it wouldn't have been as bad.
Well, he wouldn't have got impeached if that was the case.
Yeah.
He lied under oath.
Yeah, exactly.
Why
he didn't just keep it real? Like,
y'all generation was really fucked up. Because I have a very bad view of Monica Lewinsky because I was so young and everyone was just shitting on her while I was growing up. She became a punchline. Yeah. Like her name became a punchline. I'm looking back at this like, no, Bill, if anything, is the problem. Monica was just a 10 toes ride or die.
Yeah.
I would want any woman to be as loyal as Monica was. Matter of fact, nah, we have to talk about Bill Clinton.
Do we?
Okay.
Julian's here. You know he ain't gonna like that.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I'm actually about to compliment him.
He calls him the big guy.
The biggest.
Despite what he did in Haiti, everywhere else.
Yo, just throw that away.
Let's just put that to the side just for the sake of this conversation.
You didn't even have to bring it up.
We talking about, what was the name? Ryan Murphy, whoever was fucking Gypsy Rose?
Ryan
Anderson.
Bill Clinton must have been throwing it down. Look at the way Monica stayed 10 toes for him, and look at the way Hillary's been staying 10 toes for him. Any chick that Bill fucks becomes the most loyal woman we've ever seen in our lives.
He's an 8.
He might be in a 12.
Hillary's out for herself. She didn't think about that nigga.
That's not true at all.
I think Hillary stepped out on Bill.
They had Mrs. Soprano playing Hillary Clinton in this series. Yo, Hillary held it down from Arkansas all the way to now. Mm-hmm. Bill was fucking anything that was moving, and Hillary was just coming on 60 Minutes like, yeah, no, that's my homegirl.
That's when you're OG. Like, you know not to slip up on camera. Like, nah, we all know each other. Like, we're all friends.
Yeah, we cool.
But then you go home and you got to curse your husband out. Like, yo, who was that? Who you was with? I just told the world that's my best friend. Like, I have to meet her now. Like, now we have to develop a relationship. Like, we have to know each other.
We need a photo together.
Yeah, we have to. Like, she has to come over for dinner. Like, it's over.
And after she does the 60 Minutes interview with Bill during the Monica thing, they talk about some other girl that came out like 10 years before when he was governor that he was fucking. And mind you, before they walk out there, she's telling like the Clinton aides like, oh, shorty, she's been in our lives for 10 years. Bill's been fucking that girl forever. Of course I know who it is.
Swag.
They sit down, do 60 Minutes. She's like, I mean, I'm not here to talk about my marriage. I'm with Bill on whatever Bill wants to do. There's no arrangement here. We love each other. You don't believe in marriage? Like, he tore apart 60 Minutes. I'm like, now I understand why Hillary was actually a presidential candidate. Anytime someone throws something at Hillary, she knows exactly what to say.
She's a vet, seasoned.
Next day, one of her aides comes up and is like, hey, like a whole phone call leaked. Like, yeah, they were fucking for real. And now the whole world knows it. And Hillary's like, that's the problem with politics. No pain threshold. And then turns around, walks out the door to like a million cameras and is like, I love Bill Clinton. Fuck y'all. Like,
gangster.
Yo, Bill has the best dick of all time.
Yo, is that a soundbite too?
Yeah, we can clip that too. Yeah. I'll send it to him.
Bill is not that interesting.
What do you mean he's not that interesting?
Bill Clinton is not.
He plays saxophone. Don't get me wrong.
Genius.
That's cool.
Yeah. He's a fucking genius.
No, like his memory is actually insane. Like he can recite like multiple
But does
pages
that get the
from
panties
books.
wet, is what I'm saying.
I think
Depends on
like,
what
do
standard.
you think his
Oppenheimer, right?
Yeah.
So remember when that girl's riding him and she pulls the book and it happens to be like the rare language that no one knows and he like reads it and he's like, it's like that.
Yeah, but he's creating a nuke. Bill was just using the nukes.
He was the president. That's way cooler.
Yeah, that is.
The president?
He said all but 2 words to Monica Lewinsky in the entire series, and that was kiss my dick.
That's how you're supposed to do it, though. You're not supposed to talk. You know what it is when you come
You're
to the Oval.
supposed to know your
And
role.
I'm saying,
When you come to the Oval, you know what it is. Like, come on. Meet me in the Oval. You know what's going down.
That's not how it happened on Scandal, though.
Well,
Scandal.
We know that's not how it happened on Scandal. Loosely based on the lives of the president.
remember those Scandal days?
Oh.
You went to a few Scandal watch parties, don't lie.
One.
They were in there.
Yeah.
Scandal watch parties always had
I
that.
don't know Scandal.
You didn't watch Scandal?
No. I've heard of it. I never watched it.
He didn't watch Scandal or House of Cards, but hangs with Bill all the time.
I watched like 3 seasons of it. Couldn't tell you one thing that happened or who anyone's name was.
I didn't watch
Just
House of
the watch
Cards 'cause
parties had
Kevin
all-
Spacey's a monster.
They were in there. What was that?
Nothing. I'm just explaining why I didn't watch House of
Kevin
Cards.
Spacey's a monster. How you know Kevin Spacey's a monster?
Ask every boy.
He was under your bed one night.
He looks like it.
100%. That's the boogeyman. That's what the boogeyman looked like. Kevin Spacey.
He has one of those faces where anything he's accused of, you're like, yeah,
I could see it.
checks out.
Yeah.
Well, Scandal is good and y'all should watch it, though. If you like presidential dick sucking, you would like that.
Speaking
That's
of
what, Kerry Washington's in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to start Ultimatum this weekend
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
and watch the Love is Blind reunion. Because everybody keeps telling me I have to watch the reunion now.
Okay. I'm going to send you exactly which episode to watch of The Ultimatum, and I'm going to put me, you, and Julian in a group chat.
So should I go back and watch all of the seasons of Love is Blind?
I don't think
Not
you
all
need
of them,
to.
no. Wait
I
for the next
heard
one.
this was the best one, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Season
now,
one.
Because now I'm what do they call the people that watch Love is Blind? Like, what is that fan?
3 volume mice.
Horse.
What?
Damaris.
Basic.
See, no, hold on. I got this. See, Damaris, you can't just say anything though. Like you gotta make shit sound somewhat like believable.
All right, my bad.
3 Blind Mice. Like who? Where?
My bad.
Where? Show me where they're saying that.
Last time I heard from them, they were in Shrek.
Like 3 Blind
cameo.
Mice. No, that's not what they call them.
And the last season I watched of Love Is Blind, I already showed you the only clip you needed to see was when that dude was gay. And she found out like after they were engaged. And then he turned
Going on that show and being in the closet is so funny.
But like coming out the closet on the show.
What a dickhead.
I think that black dude that was on there is gay though.
Which one?
The one with the braids? Yeah.
Oh, same.
I think he's gay. I think the girl that like his fiance, I forgot her name. I think she kind of sensed that. Cause I'm not gonna lie, any dude that's willing to wait till marriage to have sex,
any guy that's that religious,
it's like, come on, fam.
Or his
could just really love Jesus.
Brittany was off him.
This was him.
Yeah,
his penis might have been really little. He might have had a problem staying hard. Like there's would have been multiple reasons he wouldn't have wanted her to see that before marriage.
Nah, you got to see his mannerisms and how he conducts himself.
I mean, I can kind of tell by the smile and eyebrows
from the dude.
Oh, the fellas was once he got his phone back.
The fellas was blowing it up.
He was on his line.
His boyfriend
was like, yo, where you at? Like,
no, Rory, this is how sick Kenneth is. They have a conversation, they end it.
You know what I knew he was gay? She said, because he had came home like crazy late one night. And she was like, yeah, so like, what was you doing though? He said, oh, I had to get my hair twisted. I was like, any nigga that said they had to get their hair twisted is why they was out all night.
Got his guts twisted.
Yeah.
Get your hair twisted at the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he ended it with her, because his whole thing, as soon as they got the phones back, he lived on his phone. And then when he ended it with her, in like the same motion, he was like, so that's it, right? And she's like, I guess. And he just grabs his phone and calls his man. He's like, yo, are you here yet? He's like, yo. He's like, yo, I'm outside.
I'm about to come through.
I'm about to come through.
For friend support, right?
Well, I guess to help him move his stuff and shit like that.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, something about that relationship, I was like, I don't know. And then I heard his cousin came out on Facebook and said that he was gay.
Yeah.
Coming out the closet on Facebook is crazy.
His cousin was like, yo, he's definitely
coming
gay.
out on Facebook might be the gayest way to come out.
No, he didn't come out. His cousin
that's even gayer,
saying that, yo, he's definitely gay. Like, I don't even know why. He was on that show just to be on the show type of shit.
I don't know if Yomi ever experienced this, but like one of my high school crushes came out as gay.
Damn, why you do that to him?
Just your crush.
He was a crush.
So y'all never like hooked up?
Oh.
I had an ex that, not an ex, but an ex fling that came out as bisexual too.
Swag.
How you feel about that?
It took me, for a loop when I first found out, but
you being bisexual and that taking you for a loop is crazy.
That's what I was gonna go to. Like, why?
Because I didn't expect him to be bisexual. I didn't see that coming. I didn't.
Because Damaris is homophobic.
I'm not homophobic.
Well, when it comes to men, you're fucking.
That would be like if I found out somebody was straight, I'd be like, whew.
Yeah.
How are they doing that?
No, I just didn't see him, taking dick. I didn't see that for him.
So
he could have been giving it. It's true.
No, he wasn't.
What was the first picture you had in your head once you found out? Since you couldn't picture it before. I know you pictured it.
I didn't picture anything.
Yeah.
I opened my eyes and looked directly into the sun. I didn't picture a fuck ass thing.
I looked directly into the sun.
I tried to blind myself.
Yes.
But did you find out he was bi? Because this could have been the thing where he was trying to convince himself he was straight. So maybe you didn't hook up with him while he was hooking up with guys.
Yeah, I don't think it was before. He came out maybe 5 years after we had hooked up.
He came out 5 years after they hooked up, but was he bisexual when y'all were together?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I try not to think about it, honestly. I don't know.
Damn.
Is that excuse cheating? Because he was trying to find himself?
No.
Okay.
Rory.
Just asking.
No. Like nothing.
Like that's why I see that's the dynamics between men and women and like the differences between us. Like, because if Damaris came home and found her ex-boyfriend, or at the time when I was her boyfriend, in bed with another man, you would probably lose your mind. But if you found him in bed with another woman, you would just be upset and it'd be over with. But if it was a man, you would start questioning everything about yourself.
See, no, if it was a girl, I would.
It's a different level of insecurity that it attacks. If it's another woman, it's like, damn, she's cuter than me. She got a better body. If it's another man, your insecurities goes a whole different way now.
No, because I know that I didn't turn you gay. Like, you didn't hit this pussy and was like, oh, I'm good. Like,
but what if he did though?
Nah. Nah.
I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying, what if that is what happened? How do you react to that?
What if we went outside and the sky was purple? Like, I don't know. I can't.
I'll wait for Prince to start doing his number one hit.
Yeah.
Take a video.
Talk about shit that could never happen. I mean, we could do that.
I mean, you know, I just think that it's interesting that women, when they find out their boyfriend or ex-boyfriend is bisexual or gay, that it does attack a different level of insecurity in a woman.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can understand with women, they would be like, well, damn, what the fuck did you like about me? Mm-hmm. Like, what am I masculine?
Your
like,
masculine features.
Yeah, like, damn, like, do I look like a man? Like, am I built like a man? Like, but if you got to know yourself to know, like, no, I'm not.
I had an ex-fling that, I think I told you guys, that is now married to a woman.
Yeah.
I was like,
you were her beard.
I was a girl's
That's all I said.
Thought it make sense. You said what?
I was a girl's last crack at a guy.
Yeah. Oh, if you were the last crack, we had no hope.
I turned her all types of gay.
Yeah, we were gonna lose her no matter what.
Yeah.
I think men have definitely turned women gay before. I don't think women have turned
them gay. There's no turning. It's not like a potion.
You could be bisexual and then deal with.
Could be a revelation of sorts.
If I was bisexual and I was on my last straw and I fucked you, I would be gay.
Same.
If you were bisexual, you are.
Yeah. And then I was like about to give up on men, and then I ran into a Julian and was like, God, if men are for me, like, show me a sign. And then Julian was my sign. No, I'll be carpet munching to the end of my days.
Damn,
that's hate.
That's tough.
That's a lot of hate.
That's tough to hear. How do you feel?
I don't know.
Julian, you're awful.
It's like 2:00 on a Thursday. Like, what are we doing now? What is this? I'm just trying to hang out. If I fucked you, I'd be gay now. Wait, what? How's lunch?
Oh, how's lunch?
Jesus.
I had another ex in college that went to a girl after me. And that was like before bisexual shit was like popping the way. It wasn't trendy. That threw me for a little bit of a loop.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to feel. I still don't know how to feel about the girl that's now married to a woman. I didn't see the signs. And bisexual shit was kind of popping by then, and she never said anything. So yeah, I was a little confused.
Getting hit on as a heterosexual man by another man is definitely one of the like most awkward things ever to happen.
How do you handle that, Mom? I feel like you would be smooth, like you would still be charming.
I remember I would still be charming.
Get the strap.
I agree with her.
So you were her? All right, cool.
Yeah.
It happened to me one time. I was in the city somewhere, and I'm walking the street, and like I'm going this way, and a group of people was coming this way, like crossing the street, and some guy like basically like catcalled me or some shit.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, I was like, I stopped walking, I was like, you know, that's why I laughed at that Under Live shit with the dude he didn't know he was going on a date with the dude that kept asking him to go have some drinks with him.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yo, bro, I will Under Live you. Like when I stopped walking and I looked at homie, that was the look I gave him, like fam, we not gonna do this in the middle of Manhattan. Like, don't do that. Don't this. But in a weird way, it's like, all right, I guess a gay nigga thinks I'm attractive. Like, okay, you can't be mad at that.
You was flowing like,
but
I look good.
But it's disrespectful because it's like, yo, like, but I'm not gay because I'm not gay.
Well, how would he know that you're not gay?
That's why you don't catcall another man. Like,
well, how would they ever find anyone?
I don't know how they find other gay niggas. Go to the same bars and clubs them niggas be at.
Catcalling's okay if gay men do it, but straight men can't?
No.
I don't think anyone should catcall.
I mean, catcalling is, I'm one of those people who don't think that catcalling is that bad because it's up to me to respond or not. Don't harass me when I don't respond.
I could see how it can make people feel scared though. If you by yourself and there's fucking 4 dudes chilling catcalling.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
But what kind of catcalling though?
Yes, another thing.
Because I've seen some dudes OD before.
I've seen,
and it's like, yo, fam, like y'all can't think that that's gonna work.
When I was living in Brooklyn, it was bad.
You guys never been like, not, I don't want to call it, I guess it's assault, but like physically assaulted, like in a flirtatious way from a gay guy?
Hell no.
Like they grab your ass or
women,
like give you a nut grab?
I would not be sitting here talking to you if a man grabbed my ass and grabbed my nuts.
I don't like when women do it.
I'm talking about like at, like,
let alone if a man
if you go out, I'm not talking about like I'm in the, like walking around Manhattan and some guy crosses the street, grabs my dick and scurries away. Like I mean like at a club or at a function and it's like packed, like you're kind of, you know, face to face with people, you're with your friends, girls, whatever, everyone's around, and you're going going, like, say you're going from the dance floor to the bar and you're shuffling and you're like doing the like side scoot and you just feel like your ass get palmed and you like turn around and I'm like, well, that wasn't my homegirl. And then you look up and there's some dude and I'm like, fan, nah. Like I do like the nah, we not doing that.
Oh, so you wait.
That's happened to me a few times.
Somebody's grabbed your ass.
Homeboy gave you a wedgie in the club, and you just
not a wedgie. You see why you gotta say wedgie? No,
palm that ass.
No,
he palmed your ass and smelled his hand.
Probably.
I'm sorry, Julian.
No, but anyway, that's happened.
He said, "Oh, he's an Old Spice guy."
Grabbed you right at the cuff.
He sniffed your seat.
I would have aired that whole motherfucking spot out, nigga.
That's never been happened. You've never been like touched or anything.
Hell no.
Just by women, and I found that uncomfortable.
I always just like I'm just like fan. I'm like
I would hit a guy if he did that.
I'll give him the warning. I was like,
no, there's no warning.
Say no.
No, there's no.
If you gesture or do it again.
Julian said, I said no.
If a man palm my ass,
well, Julian,
I said no.
No, because that would look bad. If I just turn around and snuff a guy and he's a fucking gay guy,
nah,
it's like, oh,
that's legit gangster.
Because that's assault. I'm a woman, and if a man grabs my ass or grabs a part of me,
once somebody touches you, you have free range to do whatever you want.
I've like done like a shot. I don't know. I just never like got groped. And first of all, this isn't happening like all the fucking time.
I'm about to say, you sound like you go there every Thursday.
What bar you go to?
Yeah, they know you in there.
I think it's okay in there.
It's like it's weird. It's a bar called the Steel Rod that I keep getting.
Steel Rod. That's the name of the bar. This nigga going to a spot named Ro. He hanging out at a spot named Steel Rod, and he's wondering why niggas is grabbing his ass. You had the Steel Rod, nigga.
Yeah,
that's what they do in it. Yeah,
they don't pat you down; they just smack your ass.
The Steel Rod, and you wonder why they grabbing your buns, nigga. You in the Steel Rod? That's part of saying hello in there. The Steel Rod.
So you asked for a drink. What you drinking?
Yeah, you thought you was the bartender. Yo, another round. He grabbed your ass. Yo, the Steel Rod is a nasty place to be in. Are you kidding me? The Steel Rod. No way.
Every Thursday.
Yo, any of my homies say, yo, we going to the Steel Rod. Not me. We got to go to a more feminine name place.
I was going to say, for all you homophobes, that was a joke. That place doesn't exist. That was for laughs.
Oh, man, okay.
Although I seem to have fallen into this routine of hosting at the spot called the Ding-a-ling, which probably doesn't look much better on paper.
No.
But it's a little better.
Hosting at a spot called the Ding-a-ling?
I'm there
to get your Ding-a-ling wrap.
I had Damaris lit there. What was that? 2 weekends ago?
That's worse than the Steel Rod. Mm-hmm. Ding-a-ling?
I'm hosting there tonight.
Yeah, at least it's flaccid in the Ding-a-ling. At least at the Steel Rod, you are.
All right, see, don't do that.
They ready to go?
Ding-a-ling exists.
The Ding-a-ling is the pregame. The Ding-a-ling is the pregame. Yeah, that's the pregame spot. The Ding-a-ling. Steel Rod is when you ready to go home.
You don't want to be caught on Ding-a-ling when it's ready to go.
Yeah. Hosting at the Ding-a-ling. Yo, that is crazy.
Tonight.
Anyways, with all that said, we can shift. How many bodies is it if your girl poses on PartyNextDoor's album cover?
I don't know, but I know that girl right there.
I want to fuck her.
That's 10 bodies right there.
Do you think Peach did that graphic on her back?
No, Peach would do much better. My only issue
he would have inserted himself inside her on the fucking cover.
But opening her walls like it's Peach.
Who is that, Maul?
My only issue with this album cover that for some reason caused the timeline to go into disarray is that it's a bad Photoshop job with the tattoo.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But other than that, why was everyone so upset about this cover? I think it's a great album cover.
People were saying, oh my God, they were calling him like super horny and this. And I'm like, it's really not that bad of an album cover.
I love the stretch marks. I love everything about this.
Yeah, that's a woman right there.
Stretch marks are so underrated.
I love stretch marks.
Why do women always try to get rid of them?
Same way they try to get rid of us.
They don't know what's good for them.
Exactly.
God.
Steel rods.
But yes, for some reason, PartyNextDoor 4 album cover had the timeline very upset at him. I don't really get it. But this girl's baby father clearly took to the internet because you can't keep anything to your fucking self.
Her baby father took to the internet?
Yes, and went on a whole rant that he found out.
Is that really her baby father, though? Because sometimes dudes would do that just to go viral, and it's not even...
Yeah, and I went to double check. I think it is her baby father. It seemed pretty legit.
So he's upset about this?
He's upset about it. They're not together, but he's upset about it. Also wasn't aware that she had like an OnlyFans because, the internet found this girl immediately.
But what is he upset about? You can't see her crack. You can't see like anything. Like...
I mean, if you have kids, I feel like that might be a discussion you want to have with your partner.
Yeah, but we wouldn't even know who that is if he didn't say nothing.
Yeah, you would have just shut the fuck up.
Everybody's gonna. It's these days.
You think the kids are gonna see parties? That party coming like that's mom?
I think somebody 15 years from now, when they're trying to make fun of one of their kids, this will be something that'll be easy to find.
Yeah, but nobody would know that that's whoever it is.
And even if the internet say that they found her, unless she confirms, you don't know if that's me or not.
No, all right, you guys are making sense in that regard. I'm saying the internet found her and he found out and didn't even know she had an OnlyFans, didn't know like she's an ex-stripper. He was like, I knew that.
Who, Party or the baby
No,
father?
I don't think Party's an ex-stripper.
Oh, no.
He's not at the steel rod going crazy.
Who you saying found out? The baby father found out that?
Found out that his girl has an OnlyFans. Like, once the internet found this girl,
he's just out
he
of
was
the loop.
privy to a bunch of info about her he didn't even know.
Are they together?
No.
Oh, so then ain't your business having OnlyFans.
I agree there. But I don't, like, you're not going to want your person you're co-parenting with to let you know that she might be half-ass naked on an album cover?
Well, if you're the type of nigga to get on the internet and tweet about it, then no, I'm not going to tell you any of my fucking business.
Yeah. That's what
you're that type of nigga. So I can only imagine.
And they're not together.
I would never go to the internet with this shit, but I would like to know if someone I was co-parenting.
But they're not together.
This. No.
So she didn't have to tell him that.
They got kids.
So what that mean?
I don't know, Ma. If someone you were serious with,
if my baby mother posed for a
that
album
you're no
cover,
longer with, yeah,
I wouldn't give a fuck.
But she wasn't. All right.
It's not my. We're not together. So I'm gonna be mad if she gets in a relationship. I'm gonna be tight.
Well, it's not a relationship.
No, she's not in a relationship with Party.
No, I'm just right. But what I'm saying,
I mean, I'm sure he took that photo from his iPhone and was like, "This would be a great album cover."
Yeah,
I'm sure
you know
she
what
was
he
there.
You know what he was doing in that moment.
Yeah,
yeah.
We've
but
all taken very
care.
similar photos to that.
Absolutely.
Touche.
But I don't care about that. If that's not my, if we're not together, we got a kid. As long, like I said, nobody would know who that girl is if he didn't jump out there and say anything. Wouldn't nobody?
No, I'm
know.
saying
We could
the
all
internet
speculate who that
found
is.
the girl, and then he reacted to the internet finding out who it was.
Oh,
He
the
didn't
internet. The internet found the real girl
first. Yeah.
Okay.
And then he was like, "Oh fuck, that's my baby mother."
And decided to get in. Hey guys, everybody. Hey, I'm
Agreed.
her baby. What are you?
That was corny. He shouldn't have done any of that. But I can see him being upset. Like, damn, I wish I would have known.
Julian, find the real girl.
I'm trying to find her name. You guys could help.
I don't forgot what it was. I don't even think it was anyone that was like particularly known or whatever.
Regular, pretty Instagram girl.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
Okay.
Damaris, you knew who I thought it was when I first saw it.
You thought that was some of your work?
I was a little nervous.
Oh.
She been in too many OVO videos lately. I got a little scared. I was like, Party too?
Keep bringing her up.
Why are you scared? Yo, be scared that.
Yeah, well,
girl.
why would you be
I'm
scared?
completely joking.
I know, but I'm just saying, being scared that a girl used to fuck with us in like rappers' videos is hilarious.
She's already been in plenty.
That's fucking hilarious. Great album cover. I just hope the music is on par, which I think it will be. I mean, this is Party.
Looks like it's gonna be Toxic based off the the cover.
Yeah,
I love the cover. Very excited.
Do y'all think that Party's sound might have, and this isn't my opinion, it's a question, that Party's sound might have aged out? If he comes out sounding like how he used to, do you think that people might be not tired of that sound, but it might be over?
No, what I think is fucked up is so many people copied his sound. His sound now sounds tired. Like, it's too many people that have done their best impression of PartyNextDoor.
Yeah.
Sonically, voice-wise, writing, content, everything. Like, a lot of these kids now are Party's kids.
For sure.
So the only part to your question I think that could backfire on him is people are sick of the sound that Party created. Because so many people copied it.
I don't think it's people
like Party's just gonna be himself, and that's his sound. So
right, but I don't think people are sick of the sound. I think people are sick of the sound not coming from Party.
That's fair.
I think that's what it is. When it's coming from Party, I mean, if you any of the P&Ds that P&D 2 is
even
probably the
Party
one for me.
Mobile is incredible.
Yeah, like
his last
P&D 2 to me is probably the one that's like the best out of all of them.
It's just, I guess, the bad part of being innovative. Like, when Party came out, he didn't sound like anybody else. That's why we love Party. Like, that was a whole new sound.
Oh no, he birthed the whole wave.
And now, so like, damn near everybody that's trying to sing has some part of Party in their catalog. So I could be like, I'm so sick of hearing this sound now because everyone else ran it into the ground.
I just want to hear it from the originator. I want to hear it from the originator. Anytime Party is putting out a project, song, anything. I'm one of those guys that I just his pen and his sound to me is just like always a vibe. So I'm fucking with it.
Yeah.
I found her Instagram page. Her page is PartyNextDoor, which
we're gonna say mommy.
Oh, ma'am. Oh, it's 2 A's.
Not ma'am will be 2 M's, baby.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're on my reading level now.
Damn, Rory got me.
Amy is crazy.
That was.
I don't know. Maybe she's grandma.
Maybe. Look, she looks like a grandma.
Yeah.
All right. Now I see why her baby father really felt away. I didn't go to her actual page. I just saw photos.
Also, making your handle next door.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now I get it.
That's a lot.
She must have changed that when the album cover came out.
She definitely did.
Ain't no fucking way her name was Mammy next door.
Mammy next door.
Mommy.
No,
I don't like
it's
white
Mammy
men
now.
calling her Mammy. That shit ain't mommy. Please.
Oh, is there a bad thing there?
Yes.
Oh, her son is
I didn't know.
or
My
daughter.
bad. I thought Mammy was like grandma or some shit.
Aunt your Mammy.
Yeah, there you go. Same thing.
Her kid is very cute.
Yeah, that's where come on. You gotta consult with me. If you're gonna put your
Niggas
ass.
just be mad that a girl moved on, man. Just let that girl go live her life, man.
If I'm already, and again, I don't know if she's a stripper. We're going off what her baby father said.
She's a model.
There you go. It's a
All
difference.
right. So if she modeled without clothes on, and I met her that way, and
Oh,
our
damn it.
relationship broke up, had kids, whatever. I'm already fine with her body being exposed to the world, but on an album cover, I think it's just a little different.
Wait, how'd her baby father not know she had OnlyFans when it's in her bio?
I think, like her IG name, things changed when that album cover came out.
True.
Oh, I think he's just stupid, and that's why she's not with him no more.
That could be it as well.
Sometimes
I'm rolling
dudes are stupid.
Or, all right, what if he did just move on and wasn't privy to all this?
Yeah, but like I said, we wouldn't know who that girl was if he didn't jump out there and say something like, all right, that's your baby mother. We didn't know that.
Staying on music, Metro Boomin came out and said that his phone was hacked. This might be the first my phone was hacked that I actually kind of believe.
Boo.
Does that make me pussy?
When was the phone hacked, though? That was
The day the album came out.
According to Metro, he said, the day the album came out, there was a bunch of tweets. I didn't see these quote unquote corny tweets, but Metro's like not in my algorithms. I don't follow him, so I don't get all his tweets.
On Twitter?
On Twitter, yeah.
I follow him on Twitter. I didn't see, but then again, I don't really be reading much on Twitter.
So I'm not sure what those corny tweets were, quote unquote. He said he went back and deleted them, but then went on to prove, which, all right, even if his phone wasn't hacked, I appreciated that he at least tried to make us believe it was hacked instead of rappers that just tweet crazy things and then go, yo, my phone was hacked and then move on with their lives. He showed us that a Toronto number had called him like 100 times the day before the album or the day of the album. Bunch of different 416s. He had to put his phone on airplane mode. Then he started getting emails from like some of his like fashion reps, I guess, people from Balenciaga. I think it was from Louis Vuitton. That was like, hey, just double checking on all the shit you ordered. And he was like, what are you talking about? And then they sent him screenshots of his text messages where he was hitting up people at Balenciaga for Chanel bags, which is hilarious. And they were sending everything to Houston.
Okay.
He sent photos of like some crazy ass boots. He was like, you think I'm buying these boots? I actually believe his phone was maybe hacked.
Okay, but what about this tweet? Because he said this was one of the tweets that was not his, that he's now claiming was not sent by him. And this was from December 2nd when her loss was getting I
remember this. I don't think he was referring to this tweet being.
But this is one of the ones he has since deleted and said this was caught up in that.
He deleted this before this happened. This was last year.
I'm about to say, this wasn't no, that wasn't no hack.
That's old. That's old. Again, yeah, I don't know what those tweets were that were so crazy, but.
Yeah, I didn't see them. I don't know exactly what tweets he's referring to. But I mean, it's not impossible that he was hacked. I mean, accounts get hacked all the time.
Are we not going to pretend like Drake didn't have all those bots attacking you anytime you tweeted Pusha T's name for a long time? Drake has gotten on his IP like gangster shit.
That's how the rappers beef now?
Yeah.
Send a whole bunch of bots at your, in your mentions?
I mean, half of why Drake killed Meek was based off memes. Even at the OVO Fest, his entire creative set was him just playing the memes.
I mean, I think that's part of it now, obviously, because everybody's on social media, so there has to be a way where you can kind of like disrupt somebody that you're beefing with disrupt their algorithm and
look at how we're being
page
attacked
a little bit
as a country. We're not like worried about nuclear war the same way we are as cyber war right now.
Right.
Of course, this is happening within hip hop. So yeah, I think there's a world the same way Drake did it with Push to some degree. That if he has an issue with Metro, someone is trying to hack your iCloud. If someone keeps trying to hack my iCloud, I'm sure Metro Boomin's iCloud is being hacked.
But see, here's the whack part about this.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it's not true. He wasn't hacked and these old Toronto numbers, but there is a pretty good chance that Drake had nothing to do with that. These are just super fans doing shit.
Oh, for sure.
And that's a lot of times where it's fucked up on the artist because it falls on the artist like, oh, you had somebody hack me or you sent a bunch of bots into my, and it's like, no, I just have fans that some of them are tech savvy and this is what they do for a living and they decided to fucking run down on your page and disrupt your whole flow. Like, but the artist gets blamed for that.
Yeah, it's a fact.
When a lot of the times it's just people in my fan base are tech savvy nerds that are capable of doing this type of shit.
Well, here's my pushback. I'll say, fine, he was hacked. Then he tweeted this, What I look like subbing a savage, and we were on this phone for an hour 2 days ago. I'm assuming he's referring to Drake.
No,
right?
I think he's talking about 21 Savage.
21 Savage.
What I look like subbing savage.
I thought he meant a savage, like a savage like Drake.
No.
Okay. But aren't there subs?
Wait, what?
Never mind.
How do you view Drake?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. You saw the leak.
Stay out of the still ride, my friend.
Wants Drake to palm that ass.
Yeah, you got to stay out of the still ride.
But even, I guess. I don't know.
It's definitely about 21 Savage.
Yeah, no, this is. Yeah, I misread that. But were there subs on 21 on this album? No,
but I guess maybe there was tweets.
The tweets is what he's referring
subs to 21.
He was
no,
subbing 21 on
him and 21. They fuck with each other.
Albums together. Shit, that's probably half the beef between Future and everybody is Metro and 21 are the only ones that are like in the middle on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I this was funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Fuck it, man. People, your fan bases are fucking up your algorithms and your page. Listen, it's part of the game, man. It's part of the sport.
I would just be tight that like someone ordered those boots.
Yeah, just don't send a bunch of that bullshit to my house. That's where it'll be like, all right, this is offline now. Like now I got bullshit ass boots and Balenciaga hoodies showing up to my crib that I didn't order. Like that's when
look at those boots, man.
Yeah, like nah, not wearing those.
But also, can you think of like the guy that's tech savvy that would be ordering those boots? Like the hacker. That's what the hacker's wearing in Houston.
They probably just went on the website and was like, order everything. One of everything. Send it to his house.
That's how you know it's definitely a hacker. No taste. They're just there to grab some shit.
Have you guys been hacked?
What's the most expensive thing I can find on your bet?
Hacked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hacked before.
I've definitely been hacked.
But not really hacked. Like, it's what we used to call hack. You put your phone down, your phone isn't locked.
Oh, I've been like legit had my iCloud hacked before.
Oh, no. See, I don't have iCloud.
You don't have iCloud?
Yes, you do.
Had that
you have an iPhone.
I never understood.
You have to have an iCloud.
No, you don't.
So you saved everything's to your actual
I have a laptop.
hard drive of the phone.
Hard drive, yeah.
So when you download apps, they don't ask you for your iCloud information to download that?
You have to be on iCloud.
Like your Apple ID, I think, is just connected to an iCloud no matter what.
Like they force you to the iCloud. Yeah.
I'm ready to get a fucking flip phone.
I'm with you.
That's where I'm at.
Except when you really need to text someone, I don't know how good at T9 I really would be.
No, I mean, it's different now because it's still touchscreen on the flip phones.
Oh, I guess that's true. You're saying the new flip. I thought you were talking about like just the old
those don't.
joint.
You can't get that. Those don't. What are these?
Those don't connect to the world?
No, man.
They probably
Come
still
on.
work. Uh-huh.
Every spy show I see on Netflix.
Okay.
Let me let you know. Tell me when you connect to somebody's phone.
Okay.
That shit don't work.
Every war movie I see, whenever they're like in the Iraqi town, all the Iraqi guys have old Jeeps and the flip phones. It's got to connect to some satellite.
Well, that's a satellite phone.
Saddam's satellite.
Yeah.
That he still has.
I'm just talking about a regular like Boost Mobile. That ain't connecting to shit. It's over.
I mean, but then I guess what's the point of a flip phone if they do have the touchscreen? Might as well just get an iPhone then. I would like the flip phone because you can't text me. Like you just have to call and I can just leave it.
What are the new Blackberries looking like? Like what's the latest Blackberry? Because I've been saying I want a Blackberry for a while. And I don't know what the
They just
latest
look like iPhones.
If you find my BlackBerry with the side scroll, so the most.
That's it?
Anybody that I know.
You don't want that
yeah,
shit,
nah.
Maul.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, it's just the iPhone.
Yeah, I'm cool.
iPhone with green text messages.
With a keypad.
Every year, like there's really a Samsung community. Like real ass, but their phones take such beautiful pictures, but it doesn't matter because when we look at them on our iPhone, they look like shit.
Oh, so the resolution doesn't even convert to iPhone?
No, they take beautiful, beautiful pictures, but it just doesn't.
Well, that's because Samsung, they started with cameras before they had phones.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, of course, their camera's going to be amazing.
Video, too.
iPhones are like, that's such a petty thing and such a genius thing.
Great marketing.
To make the bubbles go green and not like a cool green, a green that looks disgusting to our eyes.
Like
that
a
we don't,
vomit green.
Like we don't want to text this person. And then we can't even convert the Samsung Galaxy images to our phones. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we don't want that shit over here.
We can look at them. It just doesn't look like it looks like the resolution is shitty.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
That's hilarious. Well, a few more topics before we get to voicemails. Dep free.
Welcome home, Dep.
Why'd they let him go?
Why'd they let him go? Like,
yeah.
Why'd they let him out of jail?
Yeah.
His prison time is over?
No.
He had 15 to life.
He had like one of those compassionate presidential.
You know what to life means?
To life.
It's the max.
All right. So, I mean, they did 13.
Yeah.
So they gave him the minimum. I mean, I guess. I think it was noble what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Noble.
But like, I don't know. I mean, you still murdered somebody.
Yeah.
It wasn't like premeditated murder. I'm not saying he should have gotten life, but 13 years, yeah. I mean, his conscience is clear. He made the right decision.
He was released under the prison's limited credit time allowance program, which allows eligible inmates a 6-month credit on their existing sentences.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 6 months isn't.
I mean, yeah. So he still did it. Yeah. I guess he still did his time.
Yeah, his time served. I mean, he'd probably be on probation for a few months.
Listen, man, if I find out years down the line that a robbery I did ended up with somebody dead, I don't know if I would have turned myself in. I commend him for that.
I don't know if I commend him for that, but I mean, I killed somebody and nobody found out it was me.
For turning himself in. I don't know if I accidentally murdered somebody and didn't even realize it for years and then found out later, like, damn, that dude died like 15 years later. I don't know if I'm running to the precinct to turn myself in.
I'm definitely not running to the precinct to turn myself in. I'm not going to help y'all do y'all job. Because essentially the detectives didn't do their job. They didn't solve
at
the
all.
case. I'm not going to solve it for you.
But I mean, I guess it's fucked up because it was like a civilian and like.
I get it, man. But listen,
I
bro.
think that guy had kids too. Like I could see why, especially since Dep changed his life, it was eating him. It was eating away at him. But
yeah, his moral compass was, fucking with him. And I understand that. But it's going to be hard for me to be like, hey, that thing that y'all can't solve? It was me.
Well, TMZ is saying that
and like
after
13 years, do you think his family found peace because Dep did 13 years?
No.
At all.
That doesn't help.
They're saying his rap career stalled, and after his wife claimed he fell into a drug-induced stupor, and that led to him walking into a police precinct in 2010 and confessing.
That was the defense. I remember that was what they were trying to say, that he was high when he walked in, and he had nothing to do with it or whatever. But I mean, have you guys listened to Dep's music?
Oh, Dep
outside of the hits,
best, he has one of the best albums on Bad Boy.
Oh, that first album is crazy,
without a doubt.
One of the most depressing records I've ever heard in my life. What was it? Every Day.
I'm terrible with
he's been talking about his drug addiction for years. He wasn't just Harlem Shaking, is what I'm saying. Dep has a lot of layers to his career,
and has to me that album is a classic.
It's a really, really good album.
Yeah,
it's like Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. There's some nerds out there that'll get that reference.
I didn't get it at all.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I have Dos Equis. Most interesting man in the world. Dep is what he was trying to say.
Dos Equis. It's a Russian. It's a novel. It's a Russian book about the gentleman It's Crime and Punishment. The man kills someone in like the first 4 pages of the book, and the whole book is him living with that guilt, and it eats him up. And it's the psyche and unraveling of someone that can't live with their mistake and guilt.
I like that way of explaining it better than just drop the title.
Just naming the book, man. If you know.
Well, it's a very well-known book.
Obviously not.
It's just no Harry Potter.
Not bad.
It's no Harry Potter.
Most famous book.
There's literally no Harry. There's
no other
like Harry Potter.
No Harry Potter.
Angel Reese press conference. We watched the game as a family in the group chat.
Well, shout out
to Iowa.
Congrats to Iowa. Congrats to UConn advancing to the Final Four. LSU had a great year. Shout out to Angel Reese. She had a great year. I don't think she'll come back for her senior year. I think she's done.
She announced. Yeah,
she announced.
She announced
she's going to the league. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, she's great college career. Already making a lot of money.
Was it a charge?
No, bad call. That was a bad call.
I thought it was a bad call too, and there was some momentum. I'm not saying Iowa wasn't kicking their ass for like second half of that game.
Yeah,
but there was some momentum.
There was like a bit of a momentum shift.
Even if it wasn't, that's just it was the wrong call. I don't care if it was momentum or not. That was the wrong call. That wasn't an offensive foul. It was a bad call. But shout out to LSU. Shout out to Angel Reese. I think she's going to go on to be a star in the WNBA. Has a bright future ahead of her. And her press conference was a lot of people talking about it because she started talking about things and things she has been dealing with since winning the national championship. She said she hasn't been happy, which is crazy to hear athletes say that. But a lot of things have changed. People have, challenged her on a lot of things and have, kind of written her as this, girl that has this bad attitude and, all of these other things that they like to place on
Black women.
Any confident woman, any woman that has confidence in what she's doing or has a, kind of an edge to what she's doing. But at the end of the day, just as an athlete, as a somebody that has elevated women's college basketball, I think she did a great job at LSU. And she's going to be one of those pros that we hear about for a while. So shout out to Angel Reese.
I saw everyone saying, how could you be upset saying you're the villain when you made yourself the villain? I don't really remember when Angel Reese made herself the villain. That was the biggest reply to that entire thing. Don't cry now. You made yourself the villain. Don't be mad when people make you out to be what you were trying to be.
But that's people just getting it wrong. Anytime, male or female, because we've seen it happen to men too, but more so when a woman plays a sport and she has an edge and some type of attitude to her, and you put that on top of the fact that she's a Black woman, people find a way to kind of villainize this person and she's a bad person. She has a bad attitude. She has to work on her attitude. No, she doesn't. She has to go out there and keep playing and doing exactly what she's been doing, dominate whenever she steps on the floor and put her team in the best position to win. And she's done that in her career at LSU. So, all of that other shit is just noise. It's a distraction. It's something to take away from the fact that she dominated. Even that game, I think she finished with 17 points, 20 rebounds, something crazy. Like, she had a great game. And I think that's what matters most. All of the other shit that, blogs and news media outlets are going to write, that's just distractions. Angel Reese has had an amazing college career. And again, she lifted the platform of women's college basketball to a new level. So shout out to her.
How do you defend Caitlin Clark?
How do you defend her?
My girl Paige got it.
I think the best way to defend a player like Caitlin Clark is
Fowler.
Shooter.
No,
try to
you have to be
suplex her at half.
You have to go at her on the other end. You have to make her work defensively. I think that's the only way. Yeah, that's the only way you, just like with a Steph Curry. Like, you're not going to stop them from shooting and getting open shots and scoring the ball. But when you make them work on the defensive end, it kind of wears their legs down a little bit. They may pick up some fouls and have to get pulled out of the game.
Caitlin's good at defense.
Yeah. No, she is. But that's what I'm saying. You have to go at her. You're not going to stop her.
Haley was guarding her, but at one point, she was just like, what do you want me to do?
She's not tall enough.
She's undersized. She's 5'7".
She's undersized. She's not big enough.
Shoot over her.
Again, but if you go at Caitlin on the other end and make her work, and if she pick up a foul, 2 quick fouls, and she has to go sit, that kind of changes the trajectory of the game a lot. But that's the only way. Caitlin Clark is a once-in-a-generation type of athlete. You're not going to stop her. She's going to get her shot. She's going to score. But I think the way that UConn can kind of like offset that is Paige is going to have to go right at it.
I'm taking UConn. I need UConn to get
one.
I
don't know, man. I think Iowa wins it all. I had USC winning. Shout out to Julius.
Really? You're going to take Iowa over South Carolina?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going Iowa.
All right.
I'm going Iowa. Shout out to USC though. Shout out to Juju. Had a great year as a freshman. Again, another athlete that has lifted women's college basketball.
She's only a freshman. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's a freshman. They got to get her the ball more though, man. I know it sounds crazy because she gets the ball and she scores a lot, but like that game, I was looking at it, like down the stretch, she was supposed to get the ball every single time.
Yeah, and I think she maybe not a nerves thing by any means because she doesn't show any signs of that, but I think she's still like, maybe it's like that level of like, okay, I'm still, in lamest terms, like I'm a freshman, let me facilitate, even though it's like the biggest stage and at that point it doesn't matter. I think sophomore year going into it, like it's her, like she proved it. This was her like, here's my claim year.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my way.
I mean, to do what she did as a freshman is crazy.
She averaged second most points a game to Caitlin as a freshman.
She's an amazing player. I think just the fact that the team was, a little young, their stars are freshmen. I just think the inexperience on that, I think a lot of those things played into it. But they played a good game. But they just UConn, they got that sixth player on the sideline, Gino, man. It's hard to beat him. He's gonna make adjustments. He's gonna, figure it out. And I think that's ultimately what it came down to. Was that UConn was just better prepared, better coached. But yeah, shout out to all these girls, man. I think what they're doing is dope, bro. Like I haven't paid attention to women's college basketball this much in a long time. It's
been a minute, yeah.
Like in a very long time. So the fact that these players are, having these exciting games and doing the things that they're doing, it's been fun to watch. So shout out to all of these women.
This UConn Iowa game is going to be so
tonight,
good.
Right?
No, Friday.
Well, yeah.
Well, tonight, yeah, if you're listening. But
as a connoisseur of the whites, how do you feel about Haley?
Haley's pretty.
A little too spicy for you, or
nah? She's like the you of white women
because she got her hair braided and hung out with Angel.
She hangs out with only blacks, twerking in the locker room. Haley's dope. She's gonna have a great career too.
Yeah.
The cool. You're seeing all this new stuff that's coming out now about like Caitlin will always, of course, like most women did at that point, wanted to go to UConn, but she never got recruited.
Yeah.
So this is like, this was a big, this game has like so much, the storyline, this is so much better than the men's tournament. I'm very excited for tomorrow.
There's a real chance that the UConn women and men's team can win it this year.
The men are
definitely
a favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think UConn is, now that they made it to because I thought USC was going to beat them, but now that they've made it to the Final Four, I mean, I could see them, they have a shot. Again, Gino on the sideline, bro. The UConn women's team is going to always have a shot as long as he's coaching.
As long as a man is in charge, right?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to say it like that, but as long as the man is at the
helm.
At the helm.
As long as he's controlling that ship, man, they're going to be all right.
Are you guys going to follow players like Caitlin and Angel into the WNBA?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I want to see what they do at that next level for sure. Definitely. I mean, Caitlin, I think what she's going to be able to go and do in the WNBA is, again, the way she's elevated women's college basketball, I think she's going to elevate the WNBA to another level as well. You have those players that, they just have that following, and they have the game to match it though. Like a lot of women, a lot of players have a following, but sometimes it's like, it didn't translate. Caitlin Clark's game is going to translate to the next level, like almost right away. And
that's what's so great about how much attention has been on this tournament and last year's tournament. People are going to continue to follow them into the league, and it'll be better for the WNBA.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely not missing an Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark game in the league. Like, wouldn't you want to watch that?
And I was wrong about the Big Three. The Big Three is during the WNBA season.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like,
take that $5 million.
Some conflict. Like, is she going to take it or not?
8 games.
Yeah, it's only like a few games. I think it's like a month or something like that.
Well, what are the rules with
games
with WNBA? If like I don't get drafted, could I not sign with the team halfway through the season?
Nah, you gotta fulfill all of your WNBA duties, and then you're free to go sign with another team for the offseason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, so they can't have a free agent just come in halfway through? Damn.
Caitlin can't defer the draft, do the Big Three, and then come in?
I don't think so.
Whack.
I'm taking that $5 million.
Yeah, for real.
8 games with Ice Cube. Taking that 5.
I'll see y'all in a month.
But I mean, if you're passionate about women's basketball, why not go into the WNBA get your endorsements. She can make that money off endorsements.
Oh, she definitely.
She's definitely going to make.
We are joking around. The better move is to be drafted #1 WNBA. Get your endorsements. First game, whoever you get drafted to, for sure. She's gonna make.
She's the number
way
one
more
pick.
than $5 million. But it just says something about her talent that Ice Cube was like, "Yo, I'll give you $5 million for 8 games."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Indiana holds that #1 pick, by the way. So she looks like she's staying in the Midwest.
Yeah.
She gives Indiana vibes.
But that's who she is. Like, she doesn't need to be in a
Well, she's from Iowa. Like, this is her. The story.
She doesn't need to be like in a big market like New York or LA, or she definitely don't need to be in Vegas. So it's like, just that fits her.
It'd be great.
But do you think that do the markets? Of course, the markets matter with the WNBA, but have we seen them really shift anything?
The markets?
Yeah, like I don't know. The Sparks and the Liberty, are they that much
good.
better when it comes to income? Like I went to the Staples Center to watch the Sparks. Like, it wasn't like it was the way the Staples Center and Garden are sold out. No matter who's playing, how bad the team is, no matter what is going on, that shit is sold out because of the market and the stadium. Is it the same way with the WNBA?
I don't think it's the same, but I do think that it's on their level. I think that is because I'm not comparing a New York Knicks to being sold out to the New York Liberty. Yeah. Like, it's not, or the Sparks to the Lakers.
You might have
for the WNBA, yeah, they definitely probably have more attendance than any other city.
Yeah, you might be better in a smaller market.
Oh, I think it's perfect for her.
Yeah,
I think it's perfect for her.
Well, yeah, because
there's less to do. Like, you could be the star.
And if you don't go in right away and win, it's like it's not as magnified because you're in a smaller market.
Yeah.
You have a couple bad games. You have a couple bad games at the Liberty. Oh, she's a bust. She shouldn't have been in number one pick. It's like, yo, she just had 3 bad games. That's it. Like, there's a whole season left. But,
Though I will say, seeing her go to like a Liberty or something would be kind of crazy.
Because she'd be playing with Sabrina and Breanna Stewart.
I'm just saying, having Caitlin Clark in New York City playing at the Garden, like, those tickets are going to go.
It'll make up for when the Knicks didn't draft Steph.
If Brunson has 1 bad game, they'll probably say we should put Caitlin Clark in there.
Yeah.
That's how those markets work.
Shout out to the Knicks, man. Julius Randle, he announced that he had season-ending shoulder surgery. Shout out to my guy, Julius. I knew for a couple of weeks, he told me, but I obviously couldn't say that. But
yeah, but I saw it was officially.
Yeah, so it's announced as official. Knicks fans.
Probably bad timing. He has a crazy Skechers ad in the train right now.
Really?
On the subway?
Yes. I saw it on the way here. I was like, all right, man.
You doing a jab step?
Yeah, it's bad. I was like, who approved this?
Yeah, but yeah, the Knicks fans is kind of...
It was definitely from this shoot. That wasn't the photo, but it was from this shoot for sure.
Yeah, Knicks fans is kind of...
He does not play in Skechers, does he?
Yeah. This is his first year.
Damn.
I mean, they don't make bad quality shoes.
I mean, when they give you the bag that they gave him.
No, yeah, I'd throw him on.
Oh, no.
I'll go hooping these. Yeah. Don't trip. How much y'all paying me?
He covered the entire A-Train ads today.
Yeah. Definitely putting those on if they give you that bag. I think Joel Embiid wears Skechers too.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, Steph did it with Under Armour and they were extremely profitable.
That's tough for the Knicks, man, because this definitely looked like a year that the Knicks was going to probably get to like the conference finals.
Oh, y'all say it every year.
No, but this year was like...
Yeah.
We're not playing well right now, to be honest. We lost 3 in a row, 2 very close games in our last 2 that have been embarrassing. I've been annoyed as shit.
I think that if they get... Mitchell Robinson is back.
Yep, he's playing well.
Is OG back? OG's back, right?
He missed last game. Jalen played awful last game. Like, the last game is... If that's where we're going into the playoffs, if that's indicative of what we got...
They're just resting. Good. Just get some rest, that's all.
They don't rest. Tibbs is like, bro, play to the 100th minute.
Yeah.
Sit these guys.
Like, yeah, I seen some people on, once Julius announced that he was out, I see some people saying, Tibbs should even had you in the fucking game at that point. The team was up. I'm just like, listen, man, shit happens. But, next year, the Knicks look good, man.
Like every year Tibbs get voted by the players the least, the coach they'd like to play for least.
Yeah. Probably. But he's had the best results out of it.
That's what I'm about to say. It's hard to say that when his team is winning and he has them in the position that he has them in. Like, it's hard to say, he's not liked, but it's like he's getting results. So you can't argue with the results.
Yeah.
But either way, the Knicks will be back next year. Julius will be back. hopefully a healthy season. And I don't know, Knicks fans, Knicks Nation, y'all look like y'all about a year or two away from conference finals.
Y'all, you're not including yourself in that?
I want to see the Knicks go to the conference finals. I do.
You're not a Knicks fan.
I'm not a Knicks fan, but
you're a Lakers fan?
I'm a Lakers fan. Okay. Yeah.
You guys look great.
We suck. It's okay. It's okay. We
got Austin Reeves.
Listen, man, we hung a lot of them up already. It's all right, man. Yeah, I got to hang my hat on that. We got a lot of them hanging in the rafters. It's okay.
All right. Voicemails?
You've got mail.
Yeah. So we asked for a few callbacks, and we have a couple that I'm excited to play. Remember the one gentleman that called in and said his mom had him when she was like 13 or 12, and the dad was just skipping town, whatever the hell he was up to.
Yeah, because he was also a child.
No, he wasn't. He was like,
oh, that's right.
He was in his 30s.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got the call back, and it's kind of even sicker.
Yeah, this one was sick.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good? This is bro calling back. I called a couple months ago to give you that story about, my mom was super young when she had me, and my dad was older than 18 when he had me, and that whole dilemma and shit. So I was calling back to fill you guys in a little more. So from what I know, my dad used to be a carny. So he used to work for like the local fair and shit. So if you know how they get down, it's like they're like almost on tour. You know what I mean? Every 2-3 days, they're going to a different city. They're probably fucking girls in different cities and shit like that. So my dad probably don't even remember getting with my mom. And like on the flip side,
wait, your dad doesn't remember?
No one gets pussy like a carny.
Yeah,
I mean everyone knows.
Yeah,
guys to watch out for.
When they pull up to Tulsa. What? Like he made carny sound ill as shit.
Yeah. I didn't even know
my dad played harmonica in the jazz band. So
yeah, him and the bearded lady couldn't
keep the pussy off of him.
Yeah. All right.
My mom, she was probably just getting into her promiscuity, you know what I mean, and messing around. So she might not even remember who my dad was because she didn't even bring him up until I was 30 years old. Like I tried to bring him up before, ask questions, and she would just immediately shut it down. So I really don't know. But what I was thinking about doing is I also have, brothers and sisters that I found out about on my dad's side and shit. So I wanted to reach out to them and talk to them about the situation before I bring it up to him. But I also kind of don't want to rock the boat. You know what I mean? Come into the, his life late, him coming to mine late. They already have a relationship. I don't want to bring it up that my dad did this bad thing and kind of ruin their relationship. So I appreciate the feedback.
It gets cut off there, but
okay,
that's where it's at.
All right, well, good to know that who his dad was.
That's crazy when you like, my dad might not even remember hooking up with my mom.
He said his mom don't remember hooking up with his dad.
That's probably a little more common than you think it is.
That's sick.
If somebody's on the road all the time, yeah, collecting bodies,
accepting nut in your vagina from a nigga you don't know,
carny,
is insane.
Well, she may not know she was collecting the nut. Like they may just have been having sex and.
No, I mean a carny. You're there for like a week most.
How you know this much about?
They do.
You know their schedule. You know their routing.
The Altamont Fair near where I grew up. That's like a thing.
Is it?
Yeah. The Great New York State Fair is in Syracuse.
What they last?
Yeah, but those are there for like a month.
Like 2. Yeah, it's a while.
Oh, so he was
back in the day. Wasn't there the carnivals that like were there for the night and then they moved on to the next town?
I don't know.
I think
that's
what
I'm
have some of those.
Moving carnival?
Yeah. Like the carnival moves every like 2 days.
That'd be a fun life, no?
Getting on a roller coaster at a carnival is like
sick.
That's the wildest shit. These niggas break this down every night and like put it back together.
And look who puts it together.
And y'all getting on this shit.
But look, that's how you know it's well put together. It'd be the ones that like be up all year round. That's like
they check those every day.
Like that.
They weld that there to stay there forever.
That's not moving. Like Six Flags, those are not moving. The carnival that this drunk dude in the back got the wrench and he's just breaking down every night. I'm not trusting that he's going to be not hungover tomorrow and be able to put this shit together the right way.
16-year-old kid with pimples all over the place is the operator.
Yeah, nah.
And like the only safety thing you do is this.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Seems good.
Shake it. Shake it.
Little shake test.
Yeah, nah.
That is sick. But even the Ferris wheels are crazy. I've been on Ferris wheels of carnivals that are there for like a few weeks. I shouldn't have done that shit.
I don't fuck around with that. I don't get on. I play the games at carnivals. You know, some of the food, shit like that.
You win stuff, Mom? What's your favorite game at the carnival?
You win stuff.
What's my favorite game? I don't know.
The water shooting game is my shit. I'm undefeated.
The bottle toss.
That's
like that's rigged.
So
how?
Like the oval
The
rim?
softball in the milk. What is that? The softball in the milk? Or the can?
Oh yeah.
That's rigged.
Mm-hmm.
Well, darts and the balloons, I think, is the easiest thing to try to win a prize.
The water one's good. The one that Damaris said earlier.
The water with the gun and you got to shoot in whoever's fills up first.
Yeah, my family, it's always like who's the newest into the family. Everyone, you put them at the end, and then all of us turn the guns and spray that. It's like a rite of passage for our family.
That's how they could ask for someone's hand in marriage in your family.
That's just like a new girlfriend gets that. That's definitely not a.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're just new and don't know about the whole gag at the Jersey Shore, everyone's getting sprayed.
And then Rory
moment
gets
you
his
sit down.
revolver and just it's not water.
I'm kind of nice at
Scary, yeah.
whack-a-mole too. But
When was the last time you saw whack-a-mole just around?
It's not like when you go to like Dave and Buster's.
Oh, okay.
And then remember that big one, you hit it and it goes
Yeah.
the bell. That's always bullshit.
That's rigged too.
That thing is rigged.
How is it rigged? Y'all niggas weak. It ain't rigged.
It's rigged.
Because you
Y'all
can hit that
hating.
shit hard as fuck and it doesn't
You could
go
jump
anywhere.
on top of that shit and it's not gonna fucking. It's rigged.
I kind of want to do like a Dave and Buster's pizza party for my birthday.
Ooh, I won't be here, but that would be so fun.
Wow.
Where are you gonna be?
Places to go. But that would be so fun.
Yeah, I just want to do like something like that,
Dave and Buster's?
or like some type of game thing.
Just go back.
I don't have like much time to like go do. I can't do like a trip.
I guess Dave and Buster's is not bad.
I'm trying to think of something local that doesn't take up a lot of time and that you could actually have some fun at.
I like that. Because honestly, one of the most fun nights we had on tour was that game bar in Houston.
Oh yeah, place is
That
great.
was great. We were playing games the whole night.
Did I go with you?
Maul was there for a bit, right?
I think so. I think we went 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, I think we spun the block.
Because we went to the club that was awful and then walked across the street. I think we went back the next day.
Was it the one that was like free? Like,
Yes.
Yeah, all the games were free.
all the games free. Yeah,
It was like arcade games too.
Yeah.
But they had the basketball, shoot, ping pong,
Yeah.
and a couple other like carnival-ish games.
Barcade is fun. They have one in the city. There's a couple in Jersey.
Williamsburg has a barcade.
Yeah, barcades are cool.
You might want to try I think it's called Area 51 too. It's like an adult like
In Nevada?
playground.
Nevada.
That's where the aliens play.
Yeah.
No. Or Area
the
31 something. Area 53.
50. Oh, laser tag.
Yeah, it's like
Laser tag is fun.
Laser tag is really fun.
Mini bowling.
or paintballing. I feel like paintballing will be fun for.
I did paintball one time for my
That
birthday
shit hurt,
years
man.
ago.
That shit.
Not really.
What?
We should do a bowling outing.
I'm kind of cool on bowling.
I enjoy bowling a lot. I'm
like
always down. to
Bowling
bowl.
is one of those things where it's just like,
Like
I'm
bowling.
cool. Like, how many games you about to sit here and play?
I feel like two.
And
is
then when
good.
somebody got to go to the bathroom, you got to wait for their turn. Everybody on their phone. By the time they come back, you order some food, drinks. Ain't nobody.
You can't bowl with people that stay on their phone though.
Yeah.
Oh, my shit
Everybody stays on their
Nah, I
phone.
The
lock
only
my
thing
shit up,
nasty
put my
about bowling
shoes
is when you're eating and drinking while also touching the balls.
Digging your fingers into the balls.
Yeah, like
That's
eating
insane.
nachos
And then grabbing
going
a
like
chicken
this.
finger after you just
and
bowl.
then bowling is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I love how this guy just called us to tell us about how his creepy dad just nutted in a middle schooler's vag, and then we're like, carnival games.
Yeah.
Well, he bought.
Yeah. Why do you think she was there?
Yeah.
It's one of the most.
And he said he
American
has a bunch of other siblings. I'm assuming it's just from small town carnival places.
things. Yeah, he's just running around.
They're all the
shooting
same
everything up.
age.
That's a documentary waiting to happen.
Of just all the carnival people that
All the
fucked
carnival
minors. Yeah. I can see it. Quick update. This is nice to know this happens still in 2024. In one of LA's largest cash heists ever, they stole $30 million out of. Yeah. Thieves made off with a bunch of $30 million on Easter Sunday bulgari. Oh, God. I can't.
There you go.
Breathe.
Count to 10.
Yeah.
1, 2,
You gotta breathe.
3, 4.
There you go.
They stole $30 million on Easter Sunday from a money storage facility, the LA police say. Isn't that nice to know that like heists still happen? I thought we
like
left
a good
heists.
old like a real tangible money like cash heist. Not
I thought
like,
heists were left
not
in like the
cyber heist.
90s. Yeah.
Cyber heist is like
Like legitimately breaking into
went
a
in
place
there, yeah.
on some George Clooney shit
Yeah.
and taking $30 million in 2024.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good.
3 the guys.
Because either way, yeah, for sure. Either way, we're going to get a great Netflix series from this. We'll get a spinoff movie. Like, this is just going to keep the world.
You know, Colin Farrell's going to be the detective in this movie.
They said the previous largest heist was September 12th, 97, when 18.9 million was stolen from a different
you don't
site.
get a Lufthansa heist anymore.
Yes, 30 million.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of damn money.
Yeah, it's a lot of
good
bread.
for them.
Yeah, so I said 3
That's
the
kind of
guys.
where I'm at with these kind of crimes.
Speaking of heists, I watched. It was trending on Netflix. What's Mel Gibson? He plays like a Howard Stern type of guy, where he does like a late night show that's very, provocative, and pisses off like one of his listeners because he was like pranking everyone on his staff, and then one of the people that used to work there didn't like it, so kidnaps his family, threatens to kill him, and then it's Mel Gibson and this guy just in the radio studio, mano y mano. It was pretty funny.
On the line? Is that it?
I didn't know Mel Gibson was still doing movies, let alone movies like this, but it was trending on Netflix.
This is from, looks like 2022.
Yeah, but they just added it to Netflix, so they get a whole revamp. This has heist vibes.
I gotta watch this. I never heard of it.
Watch it and let me know if you predict the
ending.
The ending. Because halfway through, I was like, nah, I'm not buying this.
All right, I'll check it out this weekend. All right, Bryson Tiller album out now.
Predictions for this Bryson album, I think it's a candidate for R&B album of the year. I know there hasn't been much.
But
Usher,
it's Bryson,
JT.
and he puts out good albums, so.
Yeah, but I think this one's finally going to get the attention it deserves, the way the last 2 did not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have a weird feeling about this Bryson album. I think it's going to be really good, and I think Bryson is quote unquote back. That's how I feel. I could be completely fucking wrong though.
You got Victoria Monet on there. He doesn't have a lot of features. I like that.
Child produced that with D-Mile.
Okay.
Wow, go.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
I haven't heard it, but I'm sure it's great.
Not a lot of features. Looked like Bryson was like, all right, I can carry the load on this one myself.
19 records is a lot though. That scares me.
That is a lot.
You know what I'm liking about like this streaming era where people are trying to put as many tracks as possible? They're bringing like interludes back because of the streaming cheat code, I guess. I like interludes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just hate when the interlude is so fire and then it just cuts off. It's like, fam, all right, we could have did another minute and a half of that.
Like my album.
What was the interlude?
What was the interlude?
Division interlude? That should have been fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
If we had the time to do it.
Yeah, that pisses me off sometimes. I'm like, fam, that was a vibe. You only get a minute of that.
But I want the interludes where like the girlfriend is leaving a voicemail. Like bring those interludes back.
You're saying like no music, just
like straight,
just actual like to continue on with the story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I just found out that you have voicemail on your phone now, whether you want it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think you can leave a voicemail on my shit. You don't even think you have iCloud.
Yeah.
I got voicemail now. I know that. And I never set up a voicemail.
It saves to your iCloud.
You guys ever send a video voicemail?
If I FaceTime somebody and they didn't answer, yeah.
You've done that?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
I haven't gotten the update yet. So.
I did that with my nephew. He didn't answer one time. And I was just like, because he's going through this thing now where he just doesn't like answer or call me back until like he's ready to. You know, they find their own personality.
Yeah.
He's busy. Yeah.
I get it.
So I just left like, hey, it's your uncle. Just calling to say what's up.
See, not you turning into the fuck, because we talk about the old folks when they call up like, hey, it's mom. Nigga, I know it's you. I know your voice.
And it's doing it on video.
No, I
it's
did
even funnier.
No, that's what.
No, I could see your face.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I left it like that. I was like, yo, remember me? Like, you don't answer your phone for me no more. It's okay. Call me back.
That's funny.
But yeah, you have voicemail now on your iPhone. Whether you set up a voicemail or not.
Yeah.
Like people just have the option to leave it, and it reads it to you. Like you can read.
Oh yeah,
what they said in the voice.
Oh yeah, I haven't listened to a voicemail in a long time. It's always been transcribed.
Yeah.
What are some of y'all favorite interlude albums?
Like interlude albums?
Recently though, we don't have to go back to like the super classics.
Well, College Dropout.
Tory Lane's first official album, only because they were the funniest fucking thing I'd ever heard. Like when Tory was trying to be a criminal mastermind, and it was like clearly you've never done any crime in your life.
But that I think that was unanimous that kind of ruined that album for everybody.
It did. It was awful, but I thought they were hilarious. On a good side, Seat at the Table. I love the Master P interludes that she did. I think she set those up really, really good. I'm trying to think who else. Does Good Kid, Mad City count?
Yes.
But they were like at the in between. They weren't like official interludes. They just told the story in the beginning of end of every song.
That still can't. You know which one I hate? Back to the hating one. That one on Blonded. About drugs are bad. Bad. You do drugs, you smoke weed, you end up doing crack. It is
really weird. I wasn't sure if he was like trying to be funny.
Oh, it's so annoying. It's his mom, right? Yeah, still, it's awful.
That's not Frank's mom.
It's supposed to be his mother.
That sounded like a 75-year-old white lady.
Yeah, his mom.
Frank has like a 40-year-old black mother.
Well, for the
I saw her at the Grammy. She's gorgeous.
For the storyline, it was supposed to be a mother figure. SZA's grandmother has some of my favorite ones. SZA's
On Control, yeah.
On Control.
That one's good.
Except for that damn after weekend, that Bright Ideas. It's just ruins the whole song.
Oh, I like that one.
I hate it.
It's a lot.
It's jarring.
It's so jarring.
It's the one on SZA's albums like She Right About It. Is that one?
Jasmine Sullivan did a great job with her interlude.
Yeah,
that was
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Great job.
The hotels, yeah.
That was fire.
She right about you.
She
right about it.
Ari's interludes. I feel like that album brought back a lot of interludes.
Back to Blonde, the other interlude on that with the French guy explaining Facebook. He's like, I just wanted to fuck my girlfriend and she wanted Facebook. I said, why?
Rory.
Yeah, why the two interludes?
It's called Facebook Story, I think. He was bringing up a lot of good points, though. It was just super unnecessary to have on that album.
I know Frank doesn't speak much, if ever, but I would like to understand the reasoning behind these two interludes.
With the croissant, and I didn't know.
Yeah, Facebook Story.
It's weird.
And
what was those interludes on that Drake album when the dude was like, I turned on the lights for the Eiffel Tower. It is me.
Oh, that's on Her Loss.
That was fire.
Those are hilarious.
You think you run Paris?
He said, we don't even do Fashion Week. You see the Eiffel Towers? I am turning on the lights. That is me. You can never match my drive. I'm like, yo, whoever that is, they talking cash shit. If I'm the one that turned on the lights for the Eiffel Tower, the niggas in Paris can't tell me that.
Was that fake? That hotel at the top of the Eiffel Tower?
When did you see that?
Yesterday. Kia showed it to me, and I wasn't sure if she was showing me something that was fake or real because it was in the middle of something. It looked like a concept that they were trying to do of an actual hotel room at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
no.
I can't see that happening.
It was in passing, so I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, I don't think that even has. But
how does Drake do great interludes on Her Loss and then give us Snoop all of a sudden making for All the Dogs a radio station out of nowhere?
Why did he
75% through that album? Now it's a radio.
Well, welcome to the dog radio. Wait, what?
Well, I mean,
how the fuck did we get here?
I think that because of Snoop's first album, his interludes were a radio.
Yeah, but like
the Jack Off Hour. I remember
WZUP.
Yeah,
it was W something
with DJ Easy Dick.
W Balls.
Rel's gonna remember.
Yeah, W Balls with DJ Easy Dick. Yeah.
I think Rory's complaint was just that he didn't start that concept at the beginning of the album.
Random. This was one of the other sicker side of interludes that were great. Big Sean Detroit mixtape, which is one of my favorites, right?
For me.
He reached out to Snoop, Jeezy, a bunch of other people that were not from Detroit, but were just giving their experiences of Detroit, which I thought was really dope.
All right, well, we'll be back next week to talk to y'all, to kick it with y'all some more. In closing, I will say this. I think we might get that Drake record over the weekend.
Dreamville weekend, Dreamvillefest, holler at us. Yomi and I'll be out there. We'll be in the field.
Do you think J. Cole is going to do something this weekend? No insider trading, but just do you think?
Find out when I get there.
That sounds like a name of a song.
Taking the bus back from Raleigh to here.
That's a sick ride.
Tourbus.
You know how far?
With Boz.
Oh,
the tour bus. Not the tour bus.
I did the same thing.
You think I'm taking a megabus?
I was about to say,
I thought you were about to say, fam, that's a ride. Even on a tour bus, that's a ride, but at least it's like a tour bus. It's like the homies. It's different.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
A good time.
A megabus from Raleigh?
No.
I don't even know how long the ride is. Pause. I don't know what
is it, like 16 hours?
Yeah, something like
really?
that. Really? Yeah.
Why did I say yes?
Or 12?
Nah. Yeah. Because
from Raleigh to here?
I've driven from New York to Atlanta in 17 hours.
It's like, to Virginia, 6 hours.
Yeah, North Carolina's right after Virginia.
Oh, it's 8 hours.
Yeah.
Really?
That's not bad.
To Raleigh?
Oh, I could do that.
8 hours on a mega bus is not fun. I'll tell you that now.
That's really not that bad.
Sick. I thought it was longer than that. That's not that bad.
That's not bad.
Ain't that?
No,
bad.
When I was running track, we used to do that to Greensboro. We'd run out a lot. Like, it's not that bad of a trip. On a mega bus though, hell no.
Never been to Raleigh.
But it's certain parts of North Carolina where it is like 10 hours though.
Well, yeah, if you go further west, I would assume.
All right. Well, have fun. Be safe down there, you guys. Let us know how it was. But yeah, hopefully, I think we get this response record this weekend.
I'll be in Montreal.
That's this weekend too?
I'm going to Montreal this weekend.
Okay.
So what if Cole and Drake both respond this weekend?
Emergency Twitter Spaces again.
No, thank you.
I'll do it with Cole.
He's not
going to do it. Oh, he won't. I'll ask him.
He'll say no.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't know if I want it to happen like that though.
Well, how would you prefer it to happen?
I would prefer them to just drop the records at different times. Because doing the show together, doing the records there, debuting it there, it kind of feel like y'all jumping Kendrick.
And you proving Kendrick right.
Yeah, like
it's just two of y'all.
Yeah, like, it just will feel it'll.
They can't do it the same day.
Yeah, no, they can't do that.
Of course
it has to be. This has to be a separate thing. But I don't know. I just got a feeling we're gonna get one of those records.
Rumor is Kendrick's got 2 in the tuck.
Yeah. I think it's probably more than that at this point.
Yeah. What I hope Cole does is like Drake drop, and then if Kendrick, like, you know how when your homie like swing and then like the other nigga swing back, but he kind of stumble and you gotta like kind of step in for your man. Like,
so you want them to jump him?
She's explaining jumping.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. I don't want them to do that.
Like,
a more honorable jump.
If he lose, you only jump him if your man lose. You don't jump if your homegirl is winning. You don't jump in. But if she losing, then you got to do what you gotta do.
Man. The only time you jumping in. If my homeboy is squint, if he catching the fade with somebody and he's losing, the only way I jump in is if it look like he's down and homie starts like slamming his head into the ground or something. Like where it's like, all right, now you about to kill my man. Like,
but if you break it up, then I'm not swinging.
Even if I swing, but even then, I don't know if I swing on him. I would grab him and be like, all right, like that's enough. But I wouldn't start hitting the dude. That's nah.
Either you won or we won.
You can't do that. See, that's why niggas start shooting. Because that's
I'm a woman, so
when you think I just seen a video of a girl chasing some girl down, busting at her.
I saw that
in front of the police. I thought that was a movie. I said, "There's no way this is real. Like, there's no way this cop didn't kill that girl. Like, she's shooting at another person, chasing the girl, and you a cop running behind her, and you don't shoot the girl." I'm talking about these women doing this shit. So I don't know.
You guys think 50 will troll Diddy anymore?
Yeah.
He's on the lineup now.
Yes, I think he'll dedicate most of the show to that.
I'm so excited for that.
Are you kidding me?
Most of the
I would love 50. You can't get 50 this type of
He might rap all his album over Puff beats.
Yeah,
I'm so happy to be there.
Yeah. All right. Well, have fun. Be safe. We'll talk to y'all next week. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.
No, Rory and Ma.